Are you serious, guys? Are you serious? What? The sky is falling. I mean, I can't explain it. But Lucy, explain it. I can't explain it. I mean, really, it's incredible what's going on here. But there are so many biblical prophecies colliding at the same time that you start to wonder if maybe the rapture is about to happen. Can I put a shout out right now? Real fast, guys. Some of the content, I'll admit, on this video is for pure entertainment only. Oh, man. YouTube loves to make me do that. Okay, let me put a shout out right now for www.pastorpaulgold.com. That's www.pastorpaulgold.com, or call them on the phone at 877-646-5347. Listen, guys, are you feeling good about your financial future? Because when I look back at the last few years, all I see is higher prices, everyday necessities are out of reach. The gas is spiking. Thank you, Iran. And if your savings are sitting in cash, you're feeling every bit of it. You know who's keeping up? The gold investors. That's right, gold, a biblical currency. Here's the thing. Gold is priced in dollars. And when the dollar's value goes down, like right now, then it takes more dollars to buy the same amount of gold. That's why gold prices usually increase during an inflationary period, and we're in it now. And man, it's a buyer's market. That means the price increase helps protect your buying power, and that's getting ready to happen. It's about ready to take off. So why are we sitting on the cash? Well, we've entered an asset economy. Countries, investors, everyday Americans, they're all protected. They're all protecting their wealth with assets, not dollars, like land or gold or silver, okay? If you're ready to shift your wealth away from the dollar, like nations around the world are doing right now, then go to Noble Gold. Click on the link below. Where's it at? Where's the link? There it is. Click on the link below and go to www.pastorpaulgold.com, or call them on the phone at 877-646-5347, okay? And look, let them help you. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't even play one on YouTube. I'm just saying, go there, call them on the phone at 877-646. Tell them Pastor Paul Begley sent you there. That's real important, because if you do, you may qualify, and you probably will, for this 10-ounce silver bar. 10 ounces of silver? Yes, a 10-ounce silver bar. They'll give it to you for free. It's celebrating the 250 years of America. If you qualify, and you probably will, if you set something up, work with them. Guys, you'll be glad that you did. All right? You really will. All right. Well, here we go. The sky is falling. It's falling. Yeah. Well, what does that mean? Well, there's a lot of things that's playing into this, okay? It really is. And we're going to start with the solar flares, because they've been going off and they've been releasing CMEs, which is also can cause earthquakes, as you guys know. And this is very disturbing. We're very confused. We're very upset about it. We don't want it to happen, but we're seeing these things take place. And we know the Bible tells us that the day is coming when men are going to be scorched from the heat. Well, what's been happening is protons are raining down on the earth right now. Protons are raining down on the earth. A major S1 class radiation storm is the result of an M1.9 class, almost an X class, M1.9 class solar flare from sunspot 4492. This happened today. It poses no threat to astronauts or the guys up in space, but we're going to feel it here on Earth. And it's coming right now. It's going to create a radiation storm. What? Radiation, or it should be radioactive. But anyway, while that's going on, there's a meteor shower. You got to be kidding me. We don't need one of those. How about 3 of those? What? 3 of those. 3. You heard me. Simultaneously colliding. We have 3 separate solar storms, meteorites, 3 streams, all at once. Don't be surprised if you see, and it starts tonight. I promise you, if you've got a clear sky tonight, go outside after the show is over. Go out and look up and see. And if you stay out there a while and just watch, you will see something flying by you. I promise you. Don't be surprised if you see a meteor tonight. there's 3 streams of comet debris are intersecting with the Earth's orbit this week, starting tonight. Certainly tonight. Stream number 1 is the most interesting. It's the Alpha Capra, the Alpha Capricorn stream. It's from Comet 169P NEAT. Neat. Here's the typical Alpha Cap observed by the people that are out there. And they're saying that there's going to be the Alpha Capricorn are famously rich in fireballs, okay? In fireballs. Very, very rich in fireballs. And when this happens, then you have all kinds of stuff going on. You're going to see a ton of meteor showers going past. Researchers are saying that the Alpha Capricorn debris system, they believe, is a result from a major fragmentation event that happened 5,000 years ago, when as much as a half of an original comet disintegrated in the heavens. And since then, the debris has been drifting toward the Earth. For 5,000 years, them rocks have been coming. This debris has been coming this way for 5,000 years. But it's going to go past us. It's going to be filling the heavens tonight. Since then, the debris has been drifting toward the Earth. When it arrived in 300 years, the Alpha Caps will transform from 5 per hour meteor shower to a storm of thousands that will return year after year. So it is beginning. You've heard Mike talk about these meteor storms. The sky is falling. You've heard Jesus talk about it. He said, when you see the fig tree, he said, the heavens are going to be shaking like a fig tree casts its untimely figs when it's shaken of a mighty wind. There shall be signs in the sun, the moon, the stars, distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, and men's hearts will fail them for fear, for looking after those things coming upon the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Guys, we're having 3 solar streams at once. Stream number 2 is a mystery. We don't even know where this one came from, but it's coming. We know it's coming from the southern delta Aquarius area, or the Aquarius constellation, but we don't know what caused it. But this thing starting tonight is going to produce at least 20 meteors every hour, 20 every hour, blasting past the Earth. Okay, and most of them will be faint and swift. They won't be as bright as the other guys, but they'll be radiating from the constellation Aquarius. And then we got stream number 3. Is the famous one, the Perseids, the best meteor shower of the year. They come every year. They'll peak on August 12th, but they're starting tonight. But and they will go for quite a while, all the way to past my anniversary. Heidi says that the reason God is doing this is they're celebrating Heidi's birthday, which is August the 9th. What? Heidi? Yes, she believes that God loves her. She told me on the phone, she goes, well, the reason God's doing these 3 meteor showers is because it's my birthday, August 9th, and my Father loves me. How do you argue with that? I'm not going to argue with that. I'm not going to argue with that. I'm just going to say, yeah, God loves you, Heidi, and he loves me, but I don't get any of these on my birthday. Instead, I get the apocalypse. I mean, I was born on December 21st, so that was when the Mayan calendar said the world was coming to an end. And now I share the birthday with Emmanuel Macron. And a lot of people think he might be the Antichrist. I'm not saying he is. I didn't say that. This is entertainment only. But you see what I'm saying? It's getting crazier by the minute. And oh, by the way, this year there's going to be a ton of debris coming from the Perseids. And so you got 3 different comet streams going through the Earth. And Mike told us that we were going to be starting to go through a galactical plane. Remember? He told us. Well, it looks like it's beginning. I can't wait. I want to ask Mike all about it. He'll say, yeah, this is just the beginning. You ain't seen nothing yet. Well, he's probably right on that. We probably haven't seen. The sky is falling. It's falling. Okay? And oh, by the way, don't forget about Apophis. Listen, a spacecraft will swarm asteroid Apophis during the fateful 2029 Earth flyby. Why are they saying fateful? So now what NASA's doing is they're going to send up a swarm of little spacecrafts to try to follow Apophis. I think they're going to use the DART program. They're going to try to knock that thing away. This thing is huge. It's the biggest asteroid to go past the Earth this close ever, except the one that hit the Earth that literally caused the extinction of the dinosaurs, or at least that's what scientists says. Space agencies around the globe are coordinating missions now to visit the asteroid Apophis during its Friday the 13th, April the 13th encounter with the Earth on 2029. This asteroid was discovered in 2004 while traveling on an alarming potential collision course with our planet. Do you hear what I'm saying? Alarming potential collision course with our planet. This near-Earth asteroid Apophis, which is almost 1,200 feet wide, huge in diameter, is now better known as the best example of our world dodging a cosmic bullet. Let's hope so. The initial calculations suggested that this 1,200-meter diameter rock had a 1 in 37 chance of impacting the Earth in 2029. That's what they originally calculated. But careful tracking, however, has dropped the odds down. But Apophis will come very close. It will come with less than 18,000 miles from the surface of the Earth. That's if their calculations are right, and that's if the gravitational pull by the Earth don't suck that thing in. Nobody really wants to talk about this. I've been talking about this since 2004. I started talking about this when I first went on YouTube in 2010, and I have not stopped. I have kept my eye on this. I believe this is good. This could be. I'm not saying it is for sure, but it absolutely could be the Revelation chapter 8, verse 8, deep, deep impact. And I'm not the only one that feels that way. The late Dr. Thomas Horn, he actually just predicted it. He said it's going to happen. And he says when it does, it will be in the halfway point of the tribulation. What? No, Dr. Horns went on to be with the Lord. But in the year 2020, Dr. Horn said that the tribulation could be starting on October the 13th, 2025. Okay? He believed that might have been the day that started the tribulation. And because that's from October 13th, 2025 to April the 13th, 2029 is exactly to the day 3.5 years or 1,260 days. So he thought, well, maybe that's the start of tribulation. I don't think so, but he did think so. And think about it. October 7th is when the attack came on Israel in 2023. So October 13th, 2025, if you start that day, then you get to the halfway point at exactly on Apophis. Now, I'm not saying it is. I don't believe we have entered into the tribulation period yet, but I'm telling you, we're coming closer. I think the rapture's first, but look, God's in control. I believe that the rapture is first, but we haven't even seen the third temple built yet, although another red heifer was born up in the Golan Heights area. That's perfect. Anyway, they said it was a 2.7% chance of a deep impact. I'm here to tell you something biblical is going on. So can I get my new Paul Begley prophecy? Are you serious? Are you serious sunglasses? Can I put them on? Can I get ready for the shelter? Can I do this? Apophis! Apophis! April the 13th, 2029. On Friday. The earth can shake, the sky come down, the mountains all fall to the ground. But I will fear none of those things. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Dark waters rise, the thunder pounds, the wheels of war are going round, and all the walls are crumbling. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Oh, yeah. Hide me underneath your wings. Hide me deep inside your heart. In your refuge, cover me. The world can shake, but Lord, I'm making you my hiding place. The wind will blow, the rain can pour, the deluge break, the tempest roars. But in that storm, my spirit sings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Are you serious? Sunglasses are here. Go to my website at PaulBegleyProphecy.com. Are you serious? Oh, yeah. Hide me underneath your wings. Hide me deep inside your heart. In your refuge, cover me. The world can shake, but Lord, I'm making you my hiding place. Now on that day, you call for me. Someday when time no more shall be, and I say, death, where is your sting? Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Hide me underneath your wings. Hide me deep inside your heart. Get your glasses now. Cover me. The world can shake, but Lord, I'm making you my hiding place. Now on that day, you call for me. Someday when time no more shall be, well, I say, death, where is your sting? Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. My. I'm telling you right now, it's crazy, but yes, Apophis is coming. Apophis is coming. The initial calculations suggest that this 1,200 meter diameter rock has a 1 in 37 chance of impacting the Earth, but they have not calculated again since 2015, or if they have, they're not telling us. Okay, now Apophis is close approach in 2029. There's, according to the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, scientist Richard Benzel, after years of uncertainty about how a near miss with a near-Earth asteroid actually plays out, major space agencies are now ready to watch, listen, learn, with multiple missions and monitors and little spacecrafts they're going to send up there to try to follow this thing. Apophis is set to come within 18,000 8,000 miles from the surface of the Earth. That is closer than the satellites that Elon Musk has floating around, and closer than almost every satellite, okay? April 13, 2029, swooping below the altitude of the geostationary satellites. Back in 2020, an inaugural workshop dedicated to the encounter. No formal plans exist to study Apophis during this encounter, but now there is. But Benzo said a workshop third was held in June in Italy. It looks like everybody is going to study this thing. I think the DART program might even be involved, where they fire that space rocket and try to glance off of it and knock it off course if they can. They're not telling us that because that would freak out the entire world. If a rock that big is coming so close that we have to shoot off of rockets to try to knock it away, people will be freaking out over this. I'm going to tell you right now, you better start freaking out over this, okay? Now, 3 major missions are now set for a close encounter with Apophis. NASA, and another one by the European Space Agency, and a third one by Japan's Aerospace Exploration Agency. All 3 of them are coordinating with complementing one another. The trio of missions will be international relay as they're going to try to get a good look at this asteroid as it goes by. They're all 3 sending up some different kinds of spacecraft satellite systems. And everybody wants to study this thing because they know it's coming back 7 years later, closer. Matter of fact, in 7 years when it comes back, if it don't hit us this time, it is probably going to hit us next time, which would be exactly to the day, April 13th, 2036. 7 years exactly. Is that a 7-year tribulation period? Well, if you knew something was going to come back in 7 years and it was definitely going to hit the earth, that might bring some trepidation to your psyche. This is very serious. And why are we doing Agenda 2030? Is it because that's part of the aftermath of this thing? I'm not saying this thing is going to hit us. Look, I'm just saying Thomas Horn really felt like it might. Thomas Horn really felt like it might. These are the brand new sunglasses, the Are You Serious sunglasses. We have them, a pair in black and a pair in pink. You can get them, guys, right now. If you go to my website right now, and you can order your pair of sunglasses now. Order 2. Order 1 of each you want to. Order them. Let me ship them to you right away because I have them here in stock ready to go. So there's and boy, the lenses are really nice and dark. I walked out in the sunlight. They're better than my prescription ones. My prescription ones, I need those to read. And they work with the sunlight, the bright studio lights, and the bright lights coming at me when I drive for that left eye that has that optic nerve that's damaged. These work. But guess what? So do these. I walked out in the bright sunshine. I'm looking at the studio lights. Man, it's perfect. If it's small reading, I'll have a hard time because these aren't prescription. But wow, they are a conversation piece. I'll say that. They definitely are a conversation piece. Speaking of a conversation, can we have a conversation with Heidi? She's in Knox. Matter of fact, she's getting on a plane, going to be coming home tonight, late tonight. But let's see. Where's it at? Oh, wait. Oh, you got to share, so you got to do that. Okay, well, I can do that. If you guys will just give me a moment, I'll show you. No. Oh, you got to share. No, don't do that. That's not the right one. Is it this one? Yeah. Okay, then you go up here. You go down here. Here we go, PBT. PBT, everybody's wondering. Everybody wants to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Can it work? I think it can. I think PBT is better than he used to be. No. Yes, here we go. Here's Heidi from Knox, Indiana, talking about the old sign out front needs refurbished.
Gospel Baptist Church. And as you can see, our signs had better days. So, when you think about a sign, it's kind of your first impression for the rest of the community. And still have flowers here for Pastor Charles. As you know, it's not been that long since we lost our pastor and my father-in-law. And so, you know, we still have flowers out here, but the signs are what your community decides, I want to go see that church. I want to go see what's going on in that church. And so we've been putting a lot of thought into our sign. It's got block here, and it's got wood. And the wood, of course, is peeling and rotting and all of these kind of things. We do have nice neighbors in our community. And so we want, you know, we're right on the corner of McGill and New York Street, right here in Knox. There's a railroad down there. You know, we have neighbors, nice neighbors. We want them to get our sign and say, I want to come and see that little church under that tree, right? So, you know, maybe I'm thinking too big, but I thought if we could get an LED sign and we could actually see things like Paul Begley prophecy going on, and they can come maybe see things like every now and then things going on in India, or maybe they could see Pastor Copley singing his heart out. You know, maybe those kind of things could get some action going on, get some energy going on, and get some people wanting to come on in. But obviously, this sign is seen its day, and we need to, even if it's just a banner for the meantime, we need to do something to upgrade this sign. So if you guys could help us with that, we would appreciate it. Just contact us at Paul Begley Prophecy, and we will get this sign upgraded and changed around and bring somebody here who's just looking for a sign, who's just looking for a church, and you can help us with that. Gospel Baptist Church.
All right, that was Heidi's report from Community Gospel Baptist Church. And yeah, you know, this old sign, this old church, there's, I want to thank, you know, the pew that's up on this, well, I'll just show you, up on the porch. I don't have a picture of the pew, but here's the porch. It's been beautifully renovated by Kevin Copley, who's the new pastor there. But there's a bench that goes right there, There's a bench, and that's where my dad always sat, waiting for people to come in so he could shake their hands. That bench has been restored, and we want to thank Wendy for making that donation so that bench could be restored. And it's sitting there now, and it looks really beautiful, and we're so thankful for that. So thank you so much, Wendy. And, you know, there's just so much going on. God is moving. People are making donations. And so Summer Fire is coming up, guys, August 28th, 29th, and 30th. Bishop Larry Ragland is coming in on Friday night. That's the only night he's there. Don't miss it. It's the only night he's there. So come Friday night, Bishop Larry Ragland from Birmingham, Alabama. Man, he is good. He'll have his new book, The Final Flood. And also Kevin Copley will be there that night. So will Kevin Wilson be there that night. I'll be there that night. Wow, are you serious? Sister Heidi, I'd love to hug you. Come on, guys. Let's get there early. Be there for Friday night, all day Saturday, Sunday morning. We're going to have 2 meals for you on Saturday. Not on Sunday. I was wrong. 2 on Saturday. So that's all being taken care of for you. We want you to be blessed and highly favored. You will be when you come to Summer Fire. Fire? I said fire. You mean fire? Like fire in Zion? Israel Hall. Fire in Zion. Here we go. Mike from around the world is coming tonight. The sky is falling.
ancient promise on this mountain, dust of Jacob on my skin. I lift my eyes toward your dwelling, let your kingdom now begin. Name of mercy, name of thunder, Adonai, my only cry. You remember every covenant, write your Torah on my life. Yeshua, Melech HaKavod, fire in Zion, open the gate. Holy, Kadosh, Kadosh, we bow and we wait. Yeshua, Lion of Yehuda, come take your throne in our praise. Holy, Kadosh, Kadosh, forever your name we will raise. Sound of footsteps in the garden, a voice that called us from our shame. You restore the broken altars, put your breath in bones again. Every tribe and every language turn their faces toward the east. Baruch haba Shem Adonai, come and lead the final feast. Yeshua, Melech HaKavod, fire in Zion, open the gate. Holy, Kadosh, Kadosh, we bow and we wait. Yeshua, Lion of Yehuda, come take your throne in our praise. Holy, Kadosh, Kadosh, forever your name we will raise.
Hey!
We will stand, Israel and nations, heart to heart before your light. We will sing only your glory, break the darkness, split the night. Kadosh, Kadosh, Adonai Tzevaot, earth and heaven filled with your weight. Kadosh, Kadosh, Adonai Tzevaot, every knee will bow at your name. Yeshua, Melech HaKavod, fire in Zion, open the gate. Holy, Kadosh, Kadosh, we bow and we wait. Yeshua, Lion of Yehuda, come take your throne in our praise. Holy, Kadosh, Kadosh, forever your name we will raise. Softly now, your people whisper, Baruch Shem, blessed be your name, till you come in clouds of glory. We will watch, we will proclaim.
Hey! Wow, what a great song by Israel Hall, Fire in Zion. I'll be right back after this song. Here we go. Got a lot to talk about. Saudi Arabia is entering the war and they're gathering nations to help them.
Can you hear Jerusalem's cry? Can you see the storm on the rise? Look around, you can't deny this is the hour of heaven's time. Armies gathering in the east, soon to come. Death will march with the beast, so seek the light and walk with the sun. Soon we'll see his wrath come down and the Lord descending from the sky. When you hear the trumpet sound, God has answered Jerusalem's cry.
What about CERN? What about CERN? We're going to talk about CERN.
Sun goes black and the moon blood red, and the stars fall from the sky.
The sky is falling.
Word of God in the Bible says we're living in the end times. Soon we'll see his wrath come down and the Lord descending from the sky. When you hear the trumpet sound, God has answered Jerusalem's cry. God has answered Jerusalem's cry. Soon the dead in Christ shall rise and join him in the sky. Even unbelievers will see God has answered Jerusalem's cry. God has answered Jerusalem's cry.
It's incredible what's happening right now, but my book, Revelation 9:11, the sequel to it is coming out, Trump versus the Beast. I've been working, guys, I've been working hard, reading 2 hours a day for the audiobook in a studio, which is very difficult to do, I'm telling you now, and very difficult. If you stumble at all, you got to go back and start over. If you mispronounce a word, Paul Begley vocabulary, I guarantee you when you listen, if you get the audiobook, you will hear me stumble a few times, okay? They do their best for me. I go back, I redo it. They'll edit it, but anyway, the book will come out. Trump versus the Beast is coming out, I think September the 3rd or September the 8th. I can't remember. Get your copy today. And if you haven't gotten Revelation 9:11, order them both, because that is the first one, and Trump versus the Beast is the sequel. Powerful. But in it, we talk about Apophis, especially in Revelation 9:11. And here's what's going on, though, with CERN. What have we learned? Well, CERN has shut down. What? CERN has shut down for the next, they're in a 4-year shutdown. The reason they're doing it is they're preparing for the year 2030. They want to be completely renovated by the year 2030. And are they making the Porter bigger? This is where the pagan worship area of Apollyon was. And you know, Apollyon, according to Revelation 9:11, Apollyon comes out of the bottomless pit. What's going on here? So now you're telling me that the United Nations has Agenda 2030. AI has to have everything retrofitted by 2030. All the data centers that are being built around the world have to be finished by 2030. And now CERN, the CERN has to be ready by 2030. And so I went and looked again at the United Nations today. What is Agenda 2030? And there are 17 points of global sustainability. Number one goal is there'll be no poverty. They're going to expand the social safety net programs. That's socialism. Creating jobs through economic development. I don't know what that means. Improving access to education and job training. So that's kind of puffy. expanding access to banking and microfinancing. What does that mean? Anybody can walk in and set up a bank account. What do you need to do to expand that? They're saying expand that by using a socialism system, investing in an infrastructure in different regions of the world. Goal number 2, zero hunger. I don't know how they're going to do it, but the way they're going to do it is they're going to control all of the agricultural productivity. They're going to support the farmers with improved seeds. Anybody know the word GMO? Improved seeds is this. New seeds they're going to have planted that grow a larger harvest. It doesn't mean that what you're eating is nutritious. It just means you at least got something to eat. So they're going to improve the seeds through GMO. They're also going to, they said they're going to look at irrigation and technology. Oh, yeah, right. Anyway, they're going to be reducing food waste. What does that mean? Reducing food waste. I'm going to tell you what that means. They're going to take food off your plate and distribute it globally. Zero hunger. You will pay for the food. You will get less of it to eat. There's going to be a rationing program. Guys, listen to me. And they're going to improve the food distribution system. What does that mean? The stores are full of food everywhere and across America. America, get ready. Trump will be out of office. He's leaving in 2030, 2028. He leaves on 2020. I'm telling you the truth. They plan on implementing the mark of the beast system. Their plan is to have it ready by 2030. That is the plan. I don't know if they'll get the plan done. I'm just telling you that is the plan. And Apophis is supposed to show up on April the 13th, Friday the 13th, 2029. Nobody's preaching this. I'm reading it right off the United Nations. They're going to have a different school meal program. They're going to have emergency food assistance during disasters. Okay. Now, goal number 3, good health. Universal access to basic health care, okay? Universal health care. Vaccination campaigns. If you don't get vaccinated, you don't get to eat. If you don't follow protocol, you don't get any health care. Better hospitals, better clinics, better vaccination campaigns, improve maternal and health and child health care, disease prevention. Oh, no. Goal number 4, quality of education. These people are the worst educators on the face of the earth, but they're somehow going to become the best. What are they going to teach? Well, they say there should be free, affordable primary education. Teachers are going to get better training. Digital learning is going to be AI, adult literacy programs, vocational education. Number 5, gender equality. They're going to pass anti-discrimination laws. All countries are going to confer. Somebody go tell the Afghanistan. Somebody go tell Nigeria. Somebody go tell Pakistan. Somebody go tell these nations who that literally abuse women. Oh, they're going to address the violence against women. Okay, they're going to address it. What's that mean? Are you going to eliminate it? Are you going to stop the abuse? Are you going to change the Taliban? Promote equal employment opportunities. Oh, clean water. How are you going to do it? They don't know. Number 7, affordable energy for everybody. Going to expand the electrical grids. They're going to invest in solar, wind, and hydroelectric. Here we go. Thermal, geothermal, and nuclear energy. Now that might work depending on national policies. Going to invest in solar, wind, and hydroelectric. Number 8, economic growth. What does that mean? How are you going to grow it when you're going to socialism? Number 9, infrastructure. Build better roads, bridges, rail systems. With whose money? Internet access, telecommunications for everybody, research and development. Number 10, reduced inequalities. What's that mean? Reform the tax system. What? Expand the social programs. Improve access to everyone for health care. Address the barriers. Guys, this is new world order stuff. And number 11, goal number 11, sustainable cities. public transportation, affordable housing, disaster preparedness, smart city technologies. Say it again. Smart city technologies. Say it again. Smart city technologies. Oh, Lord, have mercy, 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 me, mercy, Lord, have mercy. Oh, no. Kevin Copley, nothing's too big for our God. Well, Agenda 2030 is too big for the world. The Antichrist is coming.
Nothing too big for my God. No, 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 nothing too big for my God. I'm not gonna be discouraged.
Oh, yeah.
Not gonna be depressed. There's nothing too big for God when I'm in His rest.
Next is CERN. CERN. CERN.
Nothing too big for my God. No, 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 nothing too big for my God. Oh, I'm not gonna be discouraged.
No.
I'm not gonna be depressed. Nothing too big for God when I'm in His rest. Higher than the highest mountain, deeper than the deepest sea. He's stronger than the locomotive, faster than the bullet speed. He's wiser than the man named Webster. He's eternal in deity. Nothing too big for God, no impossibility. Oh, there's nothing too big for my God. No, 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 nothing too big for my God. Oh, I'm not gonna be discouraged. I'm not gonna be depressed. Nothing too big for God when I'm in His rest.
August the 28th through 30th.
Never has been a problem bigger than my God can solve. Never has there been any question ever baffled the mind of God. He's given us the power to rise above our enemies. Nothing too big for God, no impossibility. Oh, there's nothing too big for my God. No, 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 nothing too big for my God.
Big K is in the house.
I'm not gonna be discouraged. I'm not gonna be depressed. Nothing too big for God when I'm in His rest.
Here we go.
Nothing too big for my God. No, 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 no. Nothing too big for my God. Ooh, I'm not gonna be discouraged. I'm not gonna be depressed. Nothing too big for God.
No, no.
Nothing too big for God. When you're down and out. Nothing too big for God.
Lord, help
There's
me.
nothing too big for God. Oh, nothing too big for God when I'm in His rest. Ooh.
Kevin Copley. Kevin Copley in the house. He will be in Summer Fire. He's the new pastor at Community Gospel Baptist Church. He will be there for Summer Fire every service. Matter of fact, on Saturday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you do not want to miss this because Kevin Wilson, Kevin Copley, we may have another guy coming out of Indianapolis. There might even be another one or two. This will be a blowout singing that will take place, and praise and worship and singing that's going to go on. We'll be praying for the sick. We'll be baptizing people all weekend. Guys, have you planned it? Can I ask a question right here in this chat room right now? Is there anyone in the chat room that is coming to Summer Fire to the cornfields of Indiana? Can I ask the chat room before I get into this this Saudi Arabian thing? Let's see what we got here. Let's just look. I'm going to give a couple minutes. There's always a delay. So let's give a couple minutes here. Lou Daddy says right here, no, are you coming? Say, yes, I'm coming. Pamela wants to come. All right. Hang on a second, everybody. Give them a chance. I know there's people there that are planning on coming. Usually we have people from 15 different states or maybe more. Oh, my Lord. Yes, I'm going. Susan H. is going. Yes. Renee Damson says, yes, I'm coming. Silly Willie says, sure, I'm coming. Rick Whitaker says, I plan on it. The Magnet says, I'd love to come. Okay. Lori says, I want to go. I wish I can. Okay. I would like to. I'll be there, says John Van Bella. Some of you want to meet John. I'd like it. I want a personal invitation, Kevin Copley. You've already got a personal invitation, Kevin Copley. What are you talking about? Big K is in the house. There's another one says, I'm going. I want to come. There's another one. I want to come so bad. Okay, you can do this, Connie. If you want to come so bad. I know you say, I know. Think it over. If you had to, if Jesus Christ was going to be there for the rapture, ask yourself, is it possible? All things are possible. People are planning on it. There's another one. I'm planning on it. Guys, I'm going to feed you 2 meals on Saturday. There's no charge. I'm bringing in the best singers and preachers in the nation. I mean, are you to the cornfields of Indiana? This is crazy. And I'll be talking about some prophecy. Heidi will be there. Oh, come on. Turn it around. Turn it around. Bring somebody with you. All right. Saudi Arabia. I'm behind on my schedule for sure. Saudi Arabia prepares for sea and a possible land offensive against the Houthis. What? Saudi Arabia is entering the war, guys. This is a game changer. And listen to this. Trump tried to build a coalition, but there's so much haters in Trump. But now everybody sees Iran is shutting down the Strait of Hormuz. Iran is shutting down the Red Sea. Iran is shutting down the Strait of Alibaba or whatever it is. Okay, hang on. So Saudi Arabia is preparing for a major military offensive against the Houthis by sea and by land in central Yemen. Yemen sources believe in a move to break the chokehold on the oil exports through the southern Red Sea. Saudi forces have been withdrawing from the east of Yemen in what could be preparation for a land offensive. At the same time, the Saudis are trying to organize a naval coalition to protect the shipping from the Houthi attacks in the Red Sea and in the Bab al-Mandab. It's Bab al-Mandab. I got it. Not Alibaba. Bab al-Mandab. Can somebody help me? Bab? It's Bob? No, it's not Bob. What about Bob? No, it's Bab al-Mandab. It's Bab al-Mandab. Strait. They're shutting that one down. They're shutting down the Strait of Hormuz. They're shutting down the Red Sea travel. They're making it a hard time for the Persian Gulf. So the Saudi Defense Ministry said that he's got 14 different nations, including Turkey, Pakistan, Egypt, Sudan, are all joining his coalition. He also said the Iranian-aligned Houthis, who control Yemen's capital and also much of the Red Sea coastline, announced on January 20th that they were going to implement a blockade against the Saudi ships, but they denied they were planning to impose tolls. Well, if it's a blockade, yeah, but we're not going to charge nobody. There's someone else saying they're coming, and there's another one. The group says it will lift the blockade once Saudi Arabia lifts its blockade on Yemen. No, Saudi Arabia is not going to, because Yemen, you've been firing, you've been shooting. The Houthis have been shooting rockets at Israel. They've been shooting rockets at Saudi Arabia for too long. This war is about to go to a whole new level, people. It's about to go to a whole new level in the Middle East, not in Israel. In the Middle East, not in Israel. Israel's all right. They've got their enemies beat down. They're going to sit there and keep their guns loaded, but they're not worried. The war has shifted to the Persian Gulf, to the Red Sea, to the Strait of Hormuz, to the Strait of Bab al-Mandab, and listen to this. The Saudi Arabians have also asked the United States and a group of European countries to join their coalition. Germany, France, the United Kingdom, Italy. They're asking them to join the Red Sea Coalition, and all 4 of them have not said no. So you got a global war going on here. So where's China? Where's Russia? Are they going to enter this thing in support of the Iranians and the Houthis? And what about North Korea? Don't forget those guys sleeping in the weeds. Guys, this thing is going to a whole new level. A whole new level of warfare. We're going to be talking to Mike from around the world about the sky is falling. We're going to be talking about Apophis, solar flares, meteorites coming in, wars and rumors of wars. We're going to be talking about all of these things happening simultaneously. We got 3 meteorite showers starting tonight. It's going to be raging past the Earth's meteorites, fireballs everywhere from 3 different exploded comets, apparently. What's going on here? I mean, really, guys, what's going on here? The war has expanded. It's not stopping. It's expanded. Everybody took a pause, but they were repositioning their assets. Trump knows this. He's trying to fight it. Guys, radical Islam is real. When are we going to understand? When are the Democrats finally going to get an understanding that we're dealing? When are they going to get a clue? When are they going to get an understanding? Are they ever going to get, or maybe they're on the other side? Is it too early? Is it too early for me to bring that up? Maybe they're on the other side. Too early? I'm just saying. Wow. I'm serious about this. Oh, maybe Kevin Wilson needs to sing a song for us just to take some pressure off. Can he do that? He's got a great song if I can find it. Oh boy. You know, when you need something, it escapes you. It escapes you. Kevin Wilson, I don't know if you've even heard this song, folks. It says, grace leads the way. Kevin Wilson will be at Summer Fire.
I have won some battles and I have lost some wars. I've been wounded a time or two and not bear the scars. There's been times when it's hard to find strength just to go on. But mercy said, just lean on me. When you're weak, I am strong. Mercy brought me through the storm. It brought me through the rain. Brought me through the heartache and all of the pain. When I was in sin's darkness, couldn't find the light of day. Hey, mercy brought me out, and grace led the way. Well, I've heard the doctor say we've done all we can do, and I've cried a million tears for my things I've been through. This old heart's been broken by the people that I love, but I felt mercy's healing hand reach down from above. Mercy brought me through the storm.
Yeah!
It brought me through the rain. Brought me through the heartache and all of the pain. When I was in sin's darkness, couldn't find the light of day. Hey, mercy brought me out, and grace led the way. Mercy brought me through the storm.
Yes.
It brought me through the rain. Brought me through the heartache and all of the pain. When I was in sin's darkness, couldn't find the light of day. Hey, mercy brought me out, and grace led the way. brought me out of darkness, and grace led the way.
What a powerful song. Pink, are you serious? Well, that's for the ladies. Kevin Wilson with an amazing song that I think I can shut down, but I don't know if I can, so look out, guys. Something might happen. Oh. Couldn't shut it down in time, so Kevin's going to sing another one. Well, let's let him sing it.
Little boy sitting at the kitchen table, can see the tears in his mama's eyes. What's wrong, he wonders. He heard his mama praying for grandmama's life. Placed his hand on her shoulder. Please, mama, please don't cry, 'cause God can hear us from heaven. Like a bird, our prayers, they can fly. I'm gonna give your prayer wings. I'm gonna pray as hard as I can, mama. I'm gonna give your prayer wings. And I know God will answer them. I'm gonna give your prayer wings. Mama sitting at the kitchen table, touched by the faith of a child, kneels down beside him. He looks at her, says again with a smile, I'm gonna give your prayer wings. I'm gonna pray as hard as I can, mama. I'm gonna give your prayer wings. And I know God will answer them. I'm gonna give your prayer wings. Grandmama's okay, she came home today. When she walks through the door, little boy turns to say, yes, I gave your prayer wings, and I prayed as hard as I could, mama. Yes, I gave your prayer wings. I told you God would answer them. Yes, I gave your prayer wings. Yes, I gave your prayer wings.
Kevin Wilson, guys, singing about his mama, giving her prayer some wings. If you knew the story about Kevin's mother, you would understand the power of that song. I did not intend to play that song, but I'm really glad I did. It's a great song, both those songs. Some of them you've not heard before. Kevin Wilson will be at the Summer Fire along with Kevin Copley and along with Bishop Larry Ragland, myself, Sister Heidi, and everybody else that's going to be joining. It's going to be a great time. I've seen there's people are plan on coming. Guys, I'll tell you, this is when you're at a time when you got 3 cosmic events coming, 3 different meteorites that are flying through the air, headed in our direction. 3. There's going to be fireballs and meteorites racing through the sky over the next, about the next 3 weeks. But certainly in the next 3 days, it's going to be all 3 of them at once. It's just incredible. And you got Saudi Arabia now entering a war and building a coalition against Iran. This is the war that Avi Lipkin prophesied would come. The battle between Sunni and Shiite Muslims. The battle for Islam. He always said that first there has to be a war between the Muslims, and then whoever comes out on top will go after Israel. And they'll grab some nations like Turkey and Russia to help them. And the United States is there trying to stop the Iranians and the Iranian regime. So this is we have entered into another level of prophecy. I'll be talking about this much, much more. This just happened tonight with the Saudis. And they're going to go after Yemen and to stop Yemen from trying to take over the Red Sea and the Strait of, I said it a minute ago, Bab al-Mandab. I'm close. I'm getting closer. Pretty soon I'll have it. Guys, Mike from the World's going to join us in a few minutes. We're going to be talking about the sky is falling, meteorites, asteroids, Apophis, solar flares on the sun, and the new war breaking loose with Saudi Arabia. Guys, a couple days ago, the Lord really moved on me to write a song. I was thinking about my mama and all the hard work she did to raise us kids and how she never had anything. And I remember as a child, she only had 2 dresses. They were both hand-me-downs that people gave her. She had 2 hand-me-down dresses. And she would all rotate them each Sunday, wear a different one each Sunday, as she took us kids to church. Now my mama has Parkinson's disease, and she's with my sister. She's got a closet full of brand new dresses, but doesn't care to wear them. You see, she had hand-me-downs. But what she handed me down changed my life. And I hope this song changes yours. Here it is, Hand-Me-Downs. Israel Hall put the music together for me. I wrote the song.
My mama only owned 2 dresses in her life. She knew how to take care of children. She knew how to be a wife. She took us kids to church on Sunday. In the pew we could be found. Even if all mama had to wear was her hand-me-downs. Hand-me-downs. A lot of lessons I have learned. Hand-me-downs. How I wish those years I could return. Even though I've been to hell and back, her hand-me-downs. My life will never be the same or ever turn around unless I learn the lesson that my mama handed me down. Hand-me-downs, hand-me-downs, a lot of lessons I have learned. Hand-me-downs, how I wish those years I could return. Even though I've been to hell and back, heaven's gift I have found, and all the wisdom that my mama gave to me was her hand-me-down.
Hand-me-downs. Yeah, it was 3 nights ago. I was just sitting here thinking about my daddy, and I was thinking about my mama, and I was thinking about my mama. She now lives with my sister in Fort Myers. Her Parkinson's disease has gotten worse. You know, and as a kid, I was just thinking about Mama never really had anything. She only cared about taking care of us. But boy, she might have wore those hand-me-down dresses, but what she handed down, what she handed down to all of us was wisdom and love of Jesus. And she taught us how to love people. And when we do Rachel's Heart, Mike's going to call in a minute, but hang on, Mike, if you can. When we do Rachel's Heart, we do it because that's what Mama handed down. Mama took in every stray cat and every stray dog. She fed everybody that ever showed up at her door. She could whip up a meal, scrape it out of nowhere. So I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about her hand-me-down dresses that she had. I started, all of a sudden, it came up on me. I began to write the words to that song. And I wrote it in about 20 minutes. When I got done, I thought, what am I going to do with this? I don't know how to put music to it. So I contacted Israel Hall, and I said, Izzy, I got a song I need you to do something with. It's from God, but I don't know what to do with it. He said, give it here. I sent it to him at 11 o'clock at night. 11 o'clock at night, I sent Israel Hall the lyrics of a song without any music. When I woke up the next morning at 7:30, I looked at my phone, and that file was there. I don't know how long he worked that night to put the music to it. But I sent it to Kevin Wilson, and Kevin said, Paul, this is the greatest hook I've ever heard on a song. He said, can I please record it in my next album? I said, yeah, you can. And Becky Inglis is here tonight, and I didn't know you were a songwriter, Becky. But she said, from one songwriter to another, that is great. Well, thank you, Becky. That's an honor. I'm not a songwriter. I don't know where these two songs have come lately, from my daddy and now thinking about my mama and what she did, but it's a beautiful thing. So I hope you enjoyed it, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll play it again later tonight at the end of the night, but I've got other songs I want to play as well later tonight. But right now, we got to get Mike from the World in here. And here he is, right on time. Mike from around the world. Mike, how you doing tonight?
Pastor Paul, doing great. How about yourself?
I'm doing great.
Good.
I'm doing great. I'm so glad you called. And, I titled this show, The Sky is Falling, because we got 3 meteor showers happening at the same time, Mike.
We do.
And that's never happened. I mean, this one is coming. We don't even know what comet it's from. What's going on?
Well, we got a mess, and we have more to come. One of these meteor showers was responsible for the destruction of civilizations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's not like it's an unknown thing that gave humanity a setback. We're coming into the bulk of some of these meteor showers when the Earth goes into the tail debris of some of these objects. And here we are. Things are happening at breakneck pace, it seems.
Well, you said that we were going to go into a galactical plane. I remember you saying that in about 2017, 2018, somewhere in there. You said this. Are we there, Mike? Are we starting to hit the edge of it, or where are
We're
we?
getting close. We're getting close. We're in a brand new part of existence, you could say. We've always been moving, right? Always. We're like a vehicle that's going down a highway. We've never been here before. The entire galaxy is moving. So that puts us in different parts of existence we've not been in before. Unfortunately, this part of the existence is quite messy. It has a lot of debris in it. And our solar system is right in the bullseye to experience a lot of this debris.
Really?
It's going to affect our entire solar system. Yes.
So
Our entire solar system.
when Jesus said that the heavens are going to be shaken, and the stars will fall like a fig tree casting its untimely figs when it's shaken of a mighty wind, that must mean some kind of meteor, brimstone, fireballs, something. Well, how do you think what it meant?
Think of this: if the Father created all things, and it'd be like if we created this, we would know the path of the solar system at a given time. And so that was shared with us biblically and through prophets, that we're going through a time that is quite costly, meaning that, the Father knows what we're about to go into. He set everything up. We're the ones that try our best to find out what it is. But once we start to enter into the debris area, we're not going to make a mistake, because it will seem like everything is going wrong, right? I do believe it's going to offset. It's going to mess up every calendar, every future date, most outlooks on most things. They'll be totally disrupted. We'll be in a brand new, place, a brand new area of life where we don't really know what's coming next, right? So I'm looking for a massive disruption in all future things, all future dates, everything. It'll be offset.
So as these events take place, and now the sun has been erupting, and we're going to have tomorrow. We're going to be hit with a radiation storm, which is something I don't rarely. Let me see. Here's what they say that's going to happen tomorrow. We're going to have a radiation storm. Because of solar flares that are coming from a new sunspot up there. What does that mean, a radiation storm?
Higher amounts of radioactive material, the solar winds being ejected with force, means we're going to have atmospheric penetration of some of those particulates. And of course, we do have chaotic regions in our magnetosphere. So we're not protected like we used to be. We're not.
So protons are raining down on the Earth. A minor S1 class radiation storm is the result of an M1.9 class solar flare that came from sunspot 4492. It's going to hit the Earth tonight and tomorrow. And then the same time that's happening, we got these 3 different streams from meteorites, debris from, I guess, comets, exploded comets, maybe meteorites. That's going to really be, the sky is going to be filled with fireballs and meteorites and pieces of comets, and it's happening, ain't it?
Yeah. What is that? July, I believe it was July 12th through the August 23rd was the Southern Delta Aquarius meteor shower. It maxes out, peaks out tonight and tomorrow night.
So tonight
And
after
so,
the show,
yeah.
It'll be a good time to
Yeah.
go out. If you got a clear night tonight, folks, after the show, walk out and look up in the sky and watch for about a little while. And I bet you see something, don't you, Mike?
Yeah. Well, we're going through that debris, and again, our atmosphere is different. It's just not the same anymore, right? So we've been having greater and greater atmospheric penetrations of these of meteorites, of this dust, these big rocks left behind. So I wouldn't be surprised if we'd see a lot more land impacts from these meteor showers. And of course, I believe it's, if I'm not mistaken, Capricornids, the Alpha Capricornids. We're going through that. Of course, the Delta Aquariids, and the
What is the third one?
other. There's one more. There's one more, which is the Perseids,
Yeah,
something like that. That one is dangerous. That one has history with the Earth. That is, in fact, one of the meteor showers that has been coming through, but has a much older remnant fingerprint on the Earth. And we're going to go through more. These are not the only ones, but all of them carry a potential risk of some sort of land impact, right? These tails that we go through, some parts are thin, some parts are thick. It just so happens that we're going through thicker and thicker parts of these tails, which carry much more debris than usual, and it's very difficult, if not impossible, to predict if we're going to have some of that heavier debris actually penetrate our atmosphere and hit the surface of the Earth. That could actually happen in the month of August, right? That
In the
could
month of
actually
August.
happen. Yeah, that could actually happen. It could happen tonight. It really could happen tonight. Most of the debris from the Capricornids meteor shower is not going to be that large, but you always have these objects you can't really track. And so from these meteor showers, devastations could potentially come.
So you're saying
That's
that we can't really track all of the rocks that's flying at us.
No. If you put your finger in the sky, right? Put your finger up, your finger, arm's length from your face, and look up at the sky. Your fingertip is what we're able to track. The rest we're not able to track. Okay? So if you look at your fingertip in comparison to the sky, that's what we're able to track. We're not able to track anything else. But an area the size of our fingertip.
That's very, very limited.
There you go. There you go.
So there's no guarantee.
So the rest of it we can't really see. That's right.
Well, now there is one big rock we can see, Apophis.
And the other.
What's the
There's
other?
something else. Well, there's some bad stuff before Apophis hits. If we dodge everything, then Apophis will certainly dip into our atmosphere. But
wait. Yeah, this is coming April 13, 2029. But you're telling me, wait a minute, but the other, is there something?
Yeah, they found some tracks that are in front of Apophis that could potentially, cause us some real issues.
Is there a big rock in that mix?
Yeah, they're big. Yeah, they're not little.
We're not hearing anything about it, Mike.
You're not going to hear anything about that. Anything that will slam into the surface of the Earth, you're not going to hear about. See, it always happens this way. The next day you hear, something harmlessly slammed into the ocean, right? Or something hit this landmass in an unpopulated area, or you don't hear anything at all. You'll hear it 2 or 3 months later. They're not going to cause a panic by telling anybody of an impact that will absolutely get them.
Is this is this what you're saying in 2027 that you've been hinting at?
Yeah. 27 forward, right, is going to be actually this year going forward is very indeterminate type of situation.
So we might get hit with something big this year and we don't even know about it?
Yes.
Is that why all these bunkers, these billionaires are building elaborate bunker systems, the nations of the world? And I was studying this earlier in the week. The nations of the world. Matter of fact, it's in my new book, folks, Trump versus the Beast. I actually talk about all the different billionaires, where they have them, where all the different nations that have this incredible. They're not bunkers. I mean, I'm talking about their cities. They're
Complexes, yeah. Yeah.
Can you talk about that, Mike, a little bit? I mean, without giving anything
Yeah,
away.
yeah, there are, I had an example. If you take a basketball, right? A basketball, and if you were to put silly putty around that basketball, the width of your fingernail, right? Which is not very big,
No.
which is about half of a millimeter, right? The
Okay.
thickness of the silly putty, which is a very thin layer around the entire basketball, that would be the crust of the earth that we're familiar with.
That's
So the
nothing.
basketball would be the earth, right?
Okay.
And that little thin layer of silly putty on the outside of that basketball, the width of the depth of your fingernail, which is about half of a millimeter, is the crust of the earth. Listen, from the tops of the highest mountains to the depths of the sea. That's what that covers.
So
in comparison with the
okay.
earth.
So I'm showing my fingernail on camera here.
Uh-huh. It's very thin, right? It's very
Yeah,
thin.
real thin.
So if you take a basketball, that thin layer is from the tops of the mountains to the depths of the sea. To the depths of the sea, your fingernail covers.
But the rest
that
of the
entire
earth,
area.
we're not even.
There you go.
We're
There
barely.
you go. And that's only one layer, right, of habitable space. You have multiple layers of habitable space below your fingernail. There are other fingernails inside the earth, habitable space that can harbor life. And then you get down to the molten core and things of that nature. So when you're looking at the scale of the earth, it's enormous, number one. It is perfectly formed to sustain life, and you have life on the surface of this planet. But it will be nothing to have life on multiple levels of the interior portions of the earth, right below our.
But we don't have
layer.
any sunlight down there. How do we sustain life?
Well, no, the core of the earth is theorized. Theorized means it's not absolute, right? It's not absolute.
Okay.
The iron core, it's not absolute. That's the best scientific guess they can come up with to explain what's happening with magnetos or the magnetic field with the magma in the earth. We simply don't know what the construction of the interior of the earth is because we cannot get there. And there is an impenetrable observation wall, a layer around the interior of the earth we can never go past. Nothing can go past that area. So everything is theorized, right? It's the best scientific guess. But there have been too many times when, for example, it's been at night and large cavernous regions have been discovered full of light. So where's that light coming from, right? Where's that light coming from?
I don't know.
So there are a lot of mysteries inside the earth we simply don't know. We just assume that, we do know for the comfort of everybody and continuity of scientific discovery. So it gives everybody a type of comfort level. But just imagine, and given the scale of the earth, knowing that little fingernail thick crust is everything we know of the surface of the earth and most of the interior of the earth. And then you have multiple layers below that. Anything could be down there. Anything. And it's a known fact that all life does not need light.
That's true. I know
right?
that. Yeah.
It just simply does not need light. But the ocean also can provide light to interior portions of the earth in a way that we never imagined.
That's
the
true.
poles can do the same thing, right? That could sustain quite a few things. There can also be artificial light down there from the magma itself. Hot region, pressurized regions of magma can give off lots of light, right? Simply because it's highly pressurized. So, you don't know. When they're digging down into the earth, they have noticed temperature changes and pressure changes. And in some cases, it gets very cold deep inside of the earth. And some areas at that same level, it's very hot. So it's very difficult to tell exactly what's underneath there. The truth is, we simply don't know. We don't know.
Wow.
They try to find out. We don't know. We only know about the thin layer at the surface of the earth, so anything could be happening below our feet. I have a personal belief, Pastor Paul, that
Okay.
most things of the ancient world that carried on to this day, most things that people are seeing are coming from these lower layers of the earth. That's what I believe.
From the
That's
ancient
exactly
world.
what I
So,
believe.
okay. So
Yeah.
tell us a little bit more about that from the ancient.
Well, they know, I can't tell you how, and I can't tell you who or any of the details, but they know there are a few breakaway civilizations on this earth with us that we have never seen before.
That are living a couple layers or 2 or 3 layers below us.
Well, in the oceans,
Oh, in the oceans. Below the
Just
oceans?
think of a breakaway civilization in the ocean.
In the
No,
ocean.
not underneath, in the ocean, parts we can't get to, right? Um, think of a civilization that didn't die out. They just continue to go forward. Human beings, some sort of a tribe or something they know there are civilizations like that. They know that. They know it. But they can't do anything about it.
So, and I guess we went down there with submarines and different kind of small little mechanical subs that's got way down deep. Have they been able to identify or get pictures? Have they got something they can confirm?
Oh yeah, sure, but they're not going to share it
No, I guess
because if
not.
they did, everybody would be horrified. There are certain shapes of things that if you were to see those shapes, it would put a bit of fear in your soul, right? Just to see the shape of it. And it's not that it's living or anything, but just to see the shape of it would put fear in your soul. There are things too large moving in the oceans. Um, it's just impossibly large. There are big things that disappear into the depths of the oceans, deeper parts of the oceans that we can't get to. There's an ocean within the ocean, and we can send nothing below that layer, right? Imagine going to the bottom of the ocean, you hit a layer, and you cannot send anything below that layer. It's still water, some sort of water, but you can't send anything below that layer. There are areas like that. It's a lot of pressure down there.
That's a
right?
ton of pressure. I
Lot
mean,
of
we
pressure.
couldn't survive that. But
No.
whatever entities that are living down there, they can survive that pressure.
Yeah, and just imagine if they're just ancient human beings.
I am because I know that lost civilizations have been swallowed by the water. We find them later, they get down in the ocean. All of a sudden, they find ruins of a city, and so I mean, the water has changed. The earth changes. There's been deep impacts that have hit. We know about the flood of Noah, but I mean, since then, even we've had the crust of the earth, the movement of the planet.
Mhm.
So, and that's why you talk about that eventually there's going to be water up on the surface of the earth that people will be
Oh, yeah.
standing in. But
Yep. Yep.
is the pole shift got anything to do with this? I mean, the shifting of the poles, because in Isaiah 24 it talks
Yes.
about this.
It's they scientifically they say it takes 5,000 years for poles to 5,000 to 25 million years for the poles of the earth to reverse, right? And that's theorized. I can tell you that right now. That's theorized.
Okay.
They have found multiple layers in the earth where some of the magnetite and other, minerals that they can find that are in fact magnetized or oriented differently based upon the North and South poles. They have found multiple layers, which means the Earth has changed its orientation countless times throughout history. And it looks like in as little as, 8 months, it has totally flipped like that magnetically. Now we know that if it flips magnetically, something awful begins to happen on the inside. The forces of the earth are sustained by some sort of generated field inside, right? Something's going on inside the earth that has never stopped this entire time. So you're looking at rotation. And this is why I just think certain things are absurd when you really think about it. Think about a ball that has an interior core that's been in motion this entire time. Since the earth has existed, it's been in motion the entire time. What in the world? Inertia does not work that way, first of all, right? Because you're going to lose force. You're going to lose mass in certain areas. It's going to slow down. Friction is going to operate. So you have to have some sort of external isolated force to keep a rotation going, or it's going to slow down. What has been sustaining the interior rotation of the Earth this entire time? I do not believe theoretically what they're proposing is that good. Even given the sheer size of the Earth, it should have stopped by now. And they know we've had reversals inside the Earth. So can you imagine the forces involved to cause the interior portions of the Earth to reverse and to start up again? You simply can't do that
No.
with what we have in there, what they're theorizing. We haven't, you can't do that. So something else is going on inside the Earth they don't want to discuss, they don't want to investigate, which leads me to believe that we're these things that we're going through are large. They're not what they've been teaching in science. They're not happenstance. They're not these uncontrolled episodes. It's almost like they're timed, right?
They are. They
Like
got to
they're
be
perfectly timed.
Yes.
Because one of the big giveaways is this: humanity. Humanity, every time it starts out, it's like an infant, right? Humanity doesn't know anything. It goes through the exact same stages, just like a baby, going through trimesters. And then all of a sudden, humanity, once it reaches a stage where it's bored with its whatever faith was on the planet, and it begins to go through a cycle of corruption. Every single time it goes through a cycle of corruption, and then the people every single time begin to rebel against everything they established.
Absolutely.
Because it doesn't work. All of a sudden destruction comes. Every single time destruction comes. And so
Yes.
we have ruins
Judgment.
of cities and everything else. Yeah. And I believe this time is the last time, because no other time had a Messiah. We have a Messiah.
Yes, we do.
Historically, nobody else talked about a Messiah. Nobody else. We have the Messiah. I believe it's the last time. But I believe that these things on the earth are running by a timetable, the Father's timetable, perfectly controlled. They have tried to make it seem like it's random, but it just doesn't hold up. There are too many intervals that overlap, that things continue to happen. They keep happening. Everything is off schedule pertaining to that if it were random, we wouldn't be here right now. We wouldn't. We're long overdue to be destroyed, right?
So in other words, you're saying God has put into motion a perfected timeline for not only the earth changes and the cosmic changes that's affecting the sun and all the planets. You got all these meteorites, you got all these fireballs, and you got everything, and you got the big rocks like Apophis coming, and maybe others that you're saying before Apophis that we didn't hear about. So all of this was timed. All of this is timed, and it's also timed to the attitudes of humanity. Is that, and Jesus tied them together in Matthew 24, right?
It is, because at the end cycle, where humanity goes through all these different phases, and then they get their technology, and then they begin to investigate their own mindsets, and then they begin to not like each other. Then they begin to reinvent themselves. It's very important. Every single time they do this, they'll reinvent themselves for longevity, to try and live longer, this, that, and the other. They'll change what they originally are. That's a high state of rebellion. God didn't make a mistake when we were born, but you have a lot of people who reject what they are. They want to become something very different. Civilizations have gone through this, and then destruction comes, but destruction always happens at a time when humanity has totally rebelled against how God set things in motion, right? They would say how things are naturally in motion, right? But that natural part, that word natural, could be a bit deceiving, because it's more designed than anything else, right? Kind of like the sun too. Nobody's talking about these big Mars or these big Saturn type objects. They keep going to the sun. They'll stay there for a few minutes. You see this vortex of plasma going up to this, looks like a planet, pulls up to the sun, recharges, and just goes away. What is that all about?
I don't know.
Right? This is happening like once a month. They're catching this too many times. This is happening all the time. What is that?
What are you saying?
It's not a glitch.
You're saying something pulls up next to the sun and recharges itself?
This is every month. That's what it looks like. It looks like something pulls up to the sun. It looks like a planet. It's much bigger than the Earth, right? You see plasma going up to this object, and then it will do that for a few seconds or so, and then it just goes away.
Now, is it a different one each time, or is it's not the
Yes,
same?
no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, okay.
These are different sizes, different directions,
Okay.
different portions of the sun, different perspectives. That's how you can rule out. This is not an error in optics, right? And they're quite clever because those who have made these sun observing mechanisms, right? They know how to build filters in there to lag frame rates and do all sorts of
So
things that
you're
nobody
not
can see it.
saying these are natural entities. Are you saying this is something that's controlling these things?
There's something else happening that we simply can't observe, right? We don't have our own objects out there that can look at the sun. We rely upon NASA, we rely upon JPL and all the individuals who have optics out there, but we know they have filtered their data. You're not getting the raw footage
No,
on the
we're not.
internet,
We're not.
right?
No.
And look at the people who've dealt with space, like Elon Musk. Prior to him going into space, he was always talking about aliens and this, that, and the other. As soon as he started launching rockets, that was the end of that
Yeah,
conversation.
he said there's no. I've been up there. I've looked around. There's nothing there.
Yeah,
All
which
this
is
time
foolish.
before that, he said there was, and then he figured there was. He theorized. He believed it. But once he got up there and put up his constellation, he said, "Look, I'm covered the sky more than anybody in the earth. There is nothing."
Yeah, which is quite foolish, right?
Right? It's
Because
foolish.
all of them carry the symbol of Apollyon when they go up into space. Why? Why?
Wow.
Why carry the symbol of Apollyon?
Wow.
And why do they continue to take artifacts up in crafts? Why would you build a craft in a chamber for an artifact to go into space like that?
But let me ask
Why?
you, why would they do that? And that brings me to CERN, because CERN is built over top of what was once the pagan area that worshipped Apollyon.
Mhm.
And now CERN has shut down, Mike. CERN is shut down in a total retrofit. They said they got to get ready for the year 2030 for the implementation. Implementation of what? And I went and looked at the UN's
For the New World.
Yeah, the UN. If you look at the UN, the United Nations 2030 agenda, it's a whole new world they're talking about. It's a communism super.
That'll be done by 2028, guaranteed.
Yeah,
All of it will be done by 2028.
As Trump leaves office,
It's going to be done by 2028. It's going to be turnkey. And it looks like there's nothing anybody can do about it.
No,
That's what it looks like right now. It looks like that right now. Right now, it looks
because
like that.
okay, and the Bible says it's coming, so there is nothing anybody can do about it. I mean, we can resist it, we can pray against it, we can push forward, but we can't stop prophecy. You're saying in 2 years we're going to be at a point where they could launch the Great Reset?
Yeah, it's going to be something far more than a reset, right? In fact, reset's not even the word, Pastor Paul. When these guys, the thing of the system, we already have socialism coming in, right?
Yes,
we already
do.
have 3/4 of the Democrats who are now identifying with socialism.
With socialism.
So socialism is here to stay. It's not going anywhere.
No,
The
it's not
numbers of civilians that are beginning to back the Democrats, that number has grown outrageously, right?
Yes, you're right.
Republican support is dropping.
Yes.
It's dropping big time,
Yes.
right? Why is it dropping? Because you can look at the facts, and the facts are not beneficial to the people. They're still paying the same prices. Things are still happening the same. We still have this degradation effect. And why do we still have this degradation effect? Because you have corporations who are setting prices. Nobody should be deceived about this. Corporations set prices. If I owned a corporation, right?
Yep.
If I own a corporation who deals with food, I can set those prices. Have you looked at the profits, the personal profits of these corporations? It is outrageous. So think of a corporation, Pascal, whose profits have tripled since 2024. Tripled. Yet inflation is high. Why? Because they keep setting prices higher, but their profit margins are getting higher and higher. That's crazy. And what that means is they're making 3 times more money than what they used to.
Yep.
They can lower those prices, make them affordable
Yes,
for
they could.
everybody, right?
But they
But
won't.
corporations are running most of what we see in the USA. Just think about that.
Yes.
Corporations and we have a government faction right now who's attempting to fight certain levels of that. But these people are also ruthless. You're not going to cause a billionaire to lose his billions.
No.
You're not going to do that.
No. In my book, Mike, it's coming out, Trump versus the Beast. I deal with the 10 kings of Revelation. The 10 kings, I believe, are the leaders of 10 different categories of corporations. Okay, banking, big bank, big pharma, big agriculture, big media. We can go on and on. Okay, big education. There's 5. I got 10. There's 10 of them. If you look at how they can set the pricing and the structure of everything, and here's one of the things it says by the United Nations that they're going to do when it comes to food. They said they want to, number 1, no poverty on the earth.
That's right.
Okay. Now, how they will do that is expanding social safety net programs, socialism, creating jobs through economic development.
Yep.
Pay people to, whether they work or not. Improving access to education and job training, expanding access to banking and microfinancing, investing in infrastructure in poorer regions. Now, this is the one that really, this area, that's goal number 1. Goal number 2 is how they're going to have zero hunger. Here's how they're going to do it. Increasing agricultural productivity.
That's right.
Supporting farmers with improved seeds. Seeds. That's GMO. It's got to be.
That's right.
Irrigation technology. They're going to.
That's right.
Reducing food waste. That means limiting what you can have, right? Rationing, improving food distribution systems, school meal programs, and emergency health. So when I see the word improving seeds and reducing food waste, what I see is larger GMO production and limited food per person. Am I kind of right? This is a socialism plan, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to happen. Think about feeding the world. How do you feed the world? Well, see, they didn't mention the number 1 thing. The birth rate around the world is dropping. People are not interested in having children.
You're right.
They're not.
You're
okay.
right.
Many people are fixed these days. So automatically the population is beginning to dwindle. There will come a time when there's hardly going to be children on the earth.
When's the last time,
Mike? Unpopular.
You know what's amazing? You just walk down the street and tell me how many pregnant women you see.
You don't.
You don't.
You don't. And that's a haunting. That's haunting.
Yeah.
Well, I told you a long time ago, Pastor, I told you that in my dreams there are no children playing outside. Right?
Empty playgrounds.
No children.
Empty playgrounds.
You cannot see. You don't hear children outside.
No.
And now back then, you heard 15 years ago, you heard children outside.
Yes.
You don't hear children outside anymore.
No.
That's haunting. Right?
Yes.
That's very haunting. So, and then you have this after this government is dissolved and it's gone, and another type of governmental council takes its place completely, we're going to live in a brand new domain. Okay, it's going to be no more. One person can amass tons of wealth. That will not take place.
So there'll be no more billionaires and trillionaires. It's all going to get distributed down.
It's going to be. It'll be a controlled system. Now, a person will still have to. They're still going to have to, work for what they get.
Right.
The difference is you're dealing with a different populace. I'm telling you, the populace is not going to be the same.
So
they're going to go along with everything. The biggest change coming is the people. The plan is just going to accommodate what the people want. That's the sad part. It used to be that a system would change and the people would be oppressed. Nope. The people are changing, and the system is simply going to accommodate what the people want.
So, Mike, are you talking about a ruling class who will decide the distributing of food, money, social benefits, Medicare, everything being distributed by a ruling class. There's somebody going to rule this. Somebody's in charge, okay? I mean, AI is going to play a big role, but you're saying there's no more billionaires. There'll be no more multi-corporations running and setting the prices.
It'll be different.
Capitalism will dead on the rise.
You're going to have a different power center. Now, here it is. You ready? Here it is.
Okay.
Right now, as we speak, the power centers are changing. They're not people anymore.
You're right.
People are not the power centers. It's kind of like when you talk about who's the most powerful corporation out there. Who's the richest corporation out there? Well, right now, currency is no longer just currency, right? Currency is influence. Right now, currency is influence. Who dictates what corporation gets more money than the other? The media does.
Wow.
The media does.
Big media.
The media does. When kids watch media and they begin to see these little advertisements here, this person likes this here, it's based on what the populace likes. They no longer bend to the marketing aspect of things, right? But in everything they do, it's almost like this group approval process they go through. If these kids see something that it could be stupid to us, if they approve it, I'm telling you, it's going to be number one.
Are they going to eliminate elections, Mike? Just forget about it.
There'll be no need for elections.
No.
Because you're going to have a system, you'll have a system in place that will enforce, I'm going to say that again, it will enforce the framework. Let me tell you what we've done without knowing. You ready?
I'm ready.
They're already, right now, there is I'm going to call it a sub-beast in operation, and nobody can kill it.
I agree.
Now, let me tell you how nobody can kill it. There is we know the rule of law, right? America's basis, one of the pillars of America, of free worlds, is the rule of law. But here's something about the rule of law that we didn't quite see. The rule of law has lots of amendments, right? It's been altered, changed. It is not the rule of law we used to have. It's not. It's been changed too much. And here's the problem with that. It's been changed, and it does not require people to stay in power. See, people can die off. The rule of law stays. People serve the rule of law. Then a person can leave, a person can pass away, a whole new group can come in. But they're going to serve the rule of law. The rule of law is in place, and it's not going anywhere, right? It's always going to be here some way, somehow. It is immortal. People serve the rule of law now. That's what snuck in on us. Man used to dictate and utilize the rule of law because they had morals. We live in a world now, it doesn't matter if a person has morals or not, right?
No,
we have
right.
similar things, just like the rule of law, that are in place. It doesn't, if somebody dies, it'll simply get somebody new to represent it. But it's always going to be in power. So mankind has made something that will not die. It is fully alive. It has overpowering rights. It gets the last word, and it dictates all of what we do, right? Man made it, but now man can't get rid of it. And it's been altered and changed and corrupted, and it's going to be corrupted even more based upon the ideologies of those who step into power. They will have more amendments, right?
Yes.
This has happened right underneath our noses. And whether we like it or not, even if it's corrupt, can't get rid of it. It's like freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is supposed to be great, right?
Right.
It is. But a person can stand up with a megaphone and curse out Jesus Christ in front of a church all day long, and nobody can do anything about it.
No, that's right.
That's the perversion of freedom of speech. Now, to me, that's not freedom of speech. That is not. If you're exercising the Bill of Rights without morals, it's no longer the Bill of Rights.
Well, if you're trampling
something else,
if you stepping on the rights of others, then if you think you have the right that you can walk on top of the rights of others, that's when that's null and void. And I think
that's what they're doing. It doesn't work without morals. If there are no morals, it's not the Bill of Rights.
It's not. And it's not what the framers.
It's another amendment to the rule of law.
Yeah, it's not what the framers.
Like the rule of law.
It is not what the framers intended. Every man to have freedom did not mean to have freedom to walk on top of another guy's freedom.
No, that's right.
That's
right. But that's what, and so Satan has instill within mankind to pervert every good thing that was for mankind. But right under our noses, it happened. America's religion is changing.
Yes, it is.
Think about that. But we shouldn't be
Yes.
fighting Islamic ideologies in America that's founded upon Christianity and the Ten Commandments. What in the world? But we have made something unto ourselves, and now it does not need us. We need it. And whether we die or not, it's going to remain in power.
That's the beast kingdom that's coming into play. I quote you a lot in my book, Trump versus the Beast. And the reason I do, and you're not the only one I quote, but Dr. Tom Horn, Gary Stearman, Jack Van Impe, David Jeremiah. I mean, you name them, I quote them. I quote Mike quite a few times in here because your observation of the things that are coming upon the earth, and then we're watching them develop, is very astute. And I think that what we have to do is we have to look at this thing and say, you can't fight. You can fight it, but we can't stop it. I mean, we can slow it down a little. We're sort of like bumps in the road as Christians, and we're to occupy till the Lord comes. But really, this monster is too big, Mike. It's 7-headed. It's blasphemous. It's going to run us over no matter what we do. I mean, and that's what the Bible said was going to happen. Am I right?
Yeah. And most importantly, we know it cannot rise unless God allows it to rise.
That's
And
exactly
if
right.
if God allows it to rise, nobody's going to stop it
Well,
from
he's
rising.
going to let it because
Yep,
it's
he sure
right
is.
in his word. We're going to have
Sure
an
is.
antichrist. We're going to have a false prophet. We're going to have 10 kings that follow these guys. They're going to implement a system they're going to take every right and every freedom. You know, when what's his name? Klaus Schwab, when he said, you're going to own nothing and you'll like it. That was what he's saying is we're going to limit you to tiny houses or to whatever it is we want to put you in. You're going to get so much food, so much medical care. And if you don't like it, that's up to you, but you better like it. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah. And yes, Pastor Paul, and you know what? Guess who that affects? It's not going to affect these new children. It does not affect these
No.
college students
No,
out there.
it don't.
It does not. I have seen these kids. You can put them in a warehouse, right? Put chairs in the warehouse.
They don't care.
Put blankets in there.
They don't care.
Stick a TV where they can watch YouTube, and I'm telling you, they are
They're happy.
They are in heaven. Yes.
They don't care
Yes.
about
Yes.
material
Yes.
things or
All they
older-
care about is sitting in a chair
in front of
and
a
looking at something.
screen.
That's why their butts are square, probably. They're just sitting in the same spot for so long.
Have
I
they-
hate to put
have
it that
they-
way, but I'm trying to make a visual here
Right.
because
That's what they do.
it's not going to bother these kids.
Is it
it's just not
because,
gonna do it.
are you saying that they've been electronically programmed? That they don't think about property ownership? They don't think about
They've been
entrepreneurship?
Fully indoctrinated, right? They have been fully indoctrinated, and reinforcement programming has been utilized so that they become the enforcers of the whatever ideology they're under the guise of now, right? It's kind of like us. We didn't know this, but there's a system in the world that programs everybody, right? And public education is where it all begins, because in school they reinforce if you're not with the group, you're an outsider, and if you're an outsider, you're going to be ridiculed, and nobody wants to be the outsider. So
No.
everybody does their best to be like the group. So if the group is wearing a certain type of shoes, that's what everybody's going to go for. If the group is doing whatever they're doing, everybody's going to try and conform to the group. No one wants to be the outsider. A person grows up, right? And then we begin to reinforce that. Having been programmed by that, we reinforce those same things upon our kids, right?
That's
And
right.
upon other folks. We become the law enforcement for the programming for every generation that comes in, and we don't even know it, right? Like UFOs. Back in the day, people say, stop talking about that. That stuff doesn't exist. And people who knew nothing about the subject, they didn't investigate or anything, automatically they were experts on what did not exist. That is programming. If a person they're not familiar with a subject, they don't know what exists and what does not exist, yet they would take the position of what they have been programmed with and enforce that upon somebody else. That is programming.
Yes.
That's programming.
Yes. Predictive. So you're saying also it's predictive programming. I mean, it's besides programming or brainwashing, And that's a lot of brainwashing going on in the in the education system, in the video game world, in the virtual world, in the meta world. I don't even know how many worlds there is now.
Everywhere.
It's
And
programming.
that's why you really have to be careful, which is why I'm normally on the opposite side of the fence. I know people get angry at me because I don't quite flow with the water, but there are certain things that people have been programmed to say, and they don't realize what they're doing is emphasizing something that one of these controllers has made up. Right? For example, I'll give you an example. We have prophecy. That's beautiful. But how many times has the world given us one of its prophecies and it's been pushed louder than God's prophecy?
Oh, absolutely.
Right? Just think about that.
Disclosure's
Think
one
about
of them.
that.
Disclosure's one
Yeah.
of them. I mean, they push this disclosure.
Financial collapse.
Financial
It's
collapse.
been a financial collapse every 4 months. It's coming for the last 50 years, 60 years. It's coming, right? But it's never come, is my point. It has not come. People have been programmed to think this way. If a person lives like that, guess what? They're totally controllable.
No,
Right?
you're right. You're right.
That's
If
not
you're living
freedom.
in, because you're living in fear and you're living in, I gotta.
That's right.
Oh no, it's gonna collapse. It's gonna collapse.
That's right.
I gotta hang on.
That's
I gotta
right.
hold on. I gotta
That's
wait.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. So we don't even know it, but we're programmed, and that's why we're in the position we're in. But it's also why God has given us a reprieve to break loose from this stuff. The church can totally
Praise
break free
God.
from all of it right
Praise
now.
God. Amen.
And I believe that the world would follow the narrative that all the church has to do is put a foot forward. That's it. That's all.
That's all. Mike, speaking of churches, have you seen that there's a lot of churches being burnt down now? A lot of
Yep.
these older churches, 150-year-old, 140-year-old.
Yeah.
It's happening in America. It's happening in the United Kingdom. Is this a programmed plan? Is this an implementation of what's been ordered to be done?
Yeah, it's happening too much. And
Yeah.
one suggestion to a person, right? You give a suggestion to a person. I'll tell you how it works.
Mhm.
You'll have people that get together, right? You'll have let's call them an agent, who'll get around people that don't know this person. They'll sit and listen to the conversations of many people in public places. Then they'll give a suggestion. Well, somebody ought to burn them down, right? And then they'll walk off. That's all they say. Then they
Yeah.
walk off. Then
Yeah.
they'll go somewhere else and say the same thing. Well, somebody ought to burn them down. Then they'll go somewhere else and do the same thing. They do that about 50 times in one day. They have sown a seed. That seed is going to take off. And then eventually it's going to take place.
Well, what about?
And it just so happens that 5 years ago, Pastor Paul,
Okay.
that was a saying that was everywhere, that somebody ought to burn the churches. That was a saying from terrorists 5 years ago.
Yes.
And
it
now
was.
it's starting to happen all over the place, right? Because it normally takes about 4 to 5 years for that mental programming to kick in, where people are desperate enough and believe in enough causes to do it.
What about assassination? The word assassinate the president, kill Trump.
Can't get
kill
away
Trump.
from it. I hate to say this because I try to dodge this area, but we're going to have, I'd say, no less than a dozen folks.
Are going to be killed.
They're just not going to make it.
And you're talking public figures too. I know you are.
Yes.
And
yes.
not all politicians. Some of them are going to be pastors. Some of them are going to be
Influential folks.
Yeah,
They're just not gonna
influential.
make
There
it.
you go.
They're not going to make it. They're just not going to make it. And when it happens, it'll introduce some of the remaining components into society of what's needed to completely alter it.
I mean, we've seen
completely alter.
politicians being murdered. We've
Mhm.
seen the guy who was the head of Humana shot down, murdered in the street. We saw
Mhm.
Charlie Kirk be murdered in cold blood. We have President Trump. They've tried at least 4 times. I mean, how close they got, not counting all the bunch of them to try. And there's assassinating teams. He basically said the other day, I don't know if I'll make it to this term. You know, I wonder if he's had a premonition like Abraham Lincoln. A premonition, don't you wonder?
I do believe that. I believe that because I think that there are certain people, when God calls you, right, he'll let you know how you're going.
Yes.
I know he showed me how I was going. I didn't like it, but I said, yeah, I'll do it anyway.
I hope
I
it's
didn't
not.
like
I
it,
hope
but,
it's not for a long time, Mike. Long
Well,
time.
I'll get it. The job will be done. but my task will be done. So I'm fine with it. It's not comfortable or anything, but I guess the point is you just end up saying yes anyway. Um, but yeah, you have a lot of folks out there, I believe, that are like that. They know it.
Do you
They're
think
not going to tell everybody.
you think in the next 2 years there'll be at least a half a dozen prominent individuals that be killed or more?
Yeah, I'd say no less than that we're going to go through a
Did Lindsey
real
Graham
phase of change.
Did somebody murder Lindsey Graham?
He went to the Ukraine, right? Why did he go to the Ukraine?
I don't know.
Why?
He come back, he was
Why?
home 20 minutes and fell dead.
Pastor, a guy can touch your door handle on your car. You
Yeah.
come back and touch your door handle. You can sit in that car and you're going to have a cardiac arrest.
Mike, can
Right then and there.
this is a question I'm going to ask you. Can they poison you in a way that they can make your mind go crazy or slowly lose your or
Sure.
go into some kind of dementia
Sure.
and just slowly
Sure.
ease away?
They can induce dementia.
Yeah,
They can induce
can't
dementia.
they?
They can induce Alzheimer's. Yeah.
Can they do it
induce
with a
that.
handshake, Mike?
Sure, there are chemicals that will destroy the frontal lobe, which will also stop your ability to have cohesion, empathy, and all these other things, right? So when that happens,
Wow.
mass confusion settles in. When mass confusion settles in, you begin to live in an anxious or anxiety state. When that happens, you're going to lose your memory. When you lose your memory, you're going to get paranoid. When you get paranoid, your attitude will turn, right? And then you'll slowly self-destruct. And then you'll medically go way down the tube. So of course, yes, they have all these areas they have looked into, studied, perfected.
And they know what they know what chemicals to use to make that happen.
Absolutely. Just like they know which sound waves can shut down certain organs.
Wow.
They know what sound waves affect the kidneys, what sound waves affect the liver, what sound waves affect the lungs, what sound waves affect the heart, what sound waves affect your brain, different parts of the brain. They have studied all of this. All of it.
When we went
Every
into
single last bit of it.
when we went into Venezuela and made that move, and we call it the discombobulator. What was that? Was it scrambling their brains? Was it making them sick? What was going on here?
Well, states of confusion, right? Because they have a policy, I guess you could say, when you're employing a tactic, you want to be fast, you want to be violent, you want to have lots of noise that causes confusion. If you can implement that any other way, then they will impose that upon another enemy. It's quite effective, right? Quite effective. And they get things done quickly. You can also put people in a fog fairly quickly, right? You know how people zone out? You know how they zone out?
Oh yeah.
They don't know what's going on, right? You can do that.
Is it
You can do that with
temporary?
electronics,
Is
too.
it
Yes.
temporary?
Yep.
And then eventually
you'll never know it's done to you. That's the sad part.
you just go into a fog of thinking.
And no doctor can ever prove that anybody did anything to you either.
Wow. No doctor can prove it.
No.
So we're living, okay, and we're not the only country that has this capability. I guarantee that.
No, we're not. But we have perfected most of it, right? That's what makes Russia such an adversary, because it began with them. You think it would have started with Germany, but it began with
It was
Russia.
definitely Russia. They're the kings of poisoning. I mean, there's no doubt about that. What do you think about Dr. Fauci with 111 times he said, I plead the fifth? I mean, he looked guilty as sin, but what's your take on him?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I really don't think too much about Dr. Fauci. I really don't.
Well,
I know everybody was up in arms about it, right? I guess my take on something like, especially in the medical field, when something happens, I'm never one to look back trying to find out who did it, right? But I want to mitigate what the person did. I like solutions
I'm
that
with
can
you on
stop what a person has committed, so that people can become immune to whatever nefarious thing a person did. So I really pay attention to the activity. These guys are doing things all the time. He's just one caught.
He's just one.
Right? One that has a suggestion of being caught out of millions.
Well, there's 7 million people that died that we know of, and it's a whole lot more than that because people are still dying from it. And he created a virus in the Wuhan lab, and it was funded by the National Institute of Health, NIH, which he was instrumental in getting the funds for, and he orchestrated it. So let's face it, he's like, okay, and I'm going to put him in the same category with Joseph Mengele. Mengele killed more. Fauci would have killed more, but okay, I'm putting him over there because he did not care to experiment on the world population. He did not
There
care.
are worse out there than him, though.
There is
They're
worse.
much
So
worse
that's
than
my
him.
point. Is there
That'd
worse?
kill trillions of
How
people.
many more people? And is there going to be? Do you think we're going to have another pandemic or another big pandemic that's going to hit the
We're
earth?
gonna have lots. We're coming to a compression stage of things, right? There are diseases out there right now. There are. Some of them are contained. Some of them are not. But we know that temperatures are changing. We know that these storms are altering
Are you
the
saying
atmosphere and everything else.
there's diseases out there that are going to eventually mutate, or they're
No,
just
they're just going to be in different. There are diseases right now. They cannot get to us.
okay?
They can't get to us, right? There are parasites out there that'll turn your skin clear in as little as 3 days. See through. Okay.
What?
And at
Now,
that point,
Mike,
you're dead.
whoa! What?
Yeah, there's some deadly things out there in the world. But what's holding everything back are the barriers of this planet. The equator is the barrier, right? There are many parasites and many animals that cannot breach the equator barrier. So they stay in controlled areas of the planet. But that barrier is not going to be there. And when these things begin to migrate, they're going to go where the wind takes them. They're going to be found all over the place. There is no plan of action against these things. Well, it used to not be that way, but I guarantee you right now, there are labs working at breakneck pace to come up with some sort of mitigation for everything they can potentially think that they're going to have to deal with. And let's just say they're working overtime. Right? They're working overtime. They've been laxed for a long time, but they're working overtime now. Just with the bugs alone, that could devastate the populace of this planet. And parasites are no joke. There are just too many different types of parasites. And then we do have mutating fungus, right? Fungi. There's a fungus that is indigenous to trees, but now it grows inside of human beings. There's a mold that can grow in your skin now, black mold, right? So think of a black mold that's found in a home and somebody's hanging out in some moist place, they don't really know it, and it begins to grow on their skin, right? So naturally your body's going to try and fight it. So your body's going to put out this like a fluid. It's going to coat your legs and arms with a fluid. And that black mold is going to utilize that fluid because it's hydrophobic. It's going to just knock away moisture. It'll begin to spread, but you'll be covered in scabs. And the more you peel off, the more it comes back, right? So people are going to have to deal with issues like that.
A human mold.
it's-
I mean, parasites that will eat away and make you become almost transparent.
Yep.
Parasites and molds and fungi that have they been released on the public already, or are they getting ready? Are they trying to perfect them somewhere?
No, they're trying to stop this stuff from spreading, and they're not doing a good job. They don't want to talk about it, so they're in the mitigation phase right now. I personally believe they're going to hit a point where it can't be mitigated. The very people who are supposed to be in control will be taken down by these things. They're going to be prone to all of it.
You're saying
I can't help but to think of Revelation when it says that the kingdom of the beast and all those that were in the kingdom of the beast, right? They had grievous sores.
yes, it says that. Yes,
right? So they're hit by the very things
that they create.
that they sought to control and create and all this kind of stuff. But again, in the southern hemisphere of this planet there's some deadly things that cannot breach the equator. Soon they'll be able to.
Are you saying because the Antarctica, the melting of the
Or
ice
changes in the planet's,
is going to release
temperature system and all this, they're going to be able to traverse the equator, right? Because heat, too much heat is not very good for them. they can't be too cold either. They have to have that just right zone. What just so happens that just right zone is going to be the USA, is going to be Europe, is going to be the UK, is going to be Spain, is going to be all those places.
Northern Hemisphere. Northern
That's right.
Hemisphere.
That's right. That's right. And when that happens, how are you going to mitigate that? How are you going to stop that? Right? They're working at breakneck pace to fight against these things, and they're not doing a good job, I don't believe.
No. Can't
They're
maybe
just not.
maybe it's over what maybe it's what the Bible says that there'll be pestilences.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Jesus said there'll be besides
Yeah.
earthquakes and famines, there'll be pestilences or plagues or diseases
Yeah.
that can't be stopped. I mean, it's all part of this erosion of humanity and the need for Christ to come
That's right.
and to redeem a world that's in trouble, and there'll be an antichrist and false prophet, a beast that's going to be trying to work at controlling the population through different mechanisms, including maybe the pulling away the antidotes to some of these deadly pathogens.
That's right.
I don't know, but I'm just saying that every possible way to control people is going to be used by this beast kingdom.
Yeah, I'm confident though. I'm confident of this. And this is why when COVID-19 came around, somebody asked me, they said, well, what do? Do you take the vaccine or not? I said, you do exactly what the Lord is giving you to do. If God told you to take the vaccine, then have no problem with it. If he told you not to, have no problem with it. But make sure you're doing what the Lord instructed you to do. I've been around pathogens. I should be dead now. I'm not. I'll say that boldly. The VA can't figure it out. Military hospitals and the Naval Academy, they can't figure anything out, right? That is the Lord sustaining me.
That's because you
So
believe in
if
the
a person,
power
that's right.
of the blood
If a
of
person
Christ.
believes, these things have no power against a person
Amen.
like that.
That's what the
right?
Bible says.
But they will have power against those in the earth who have zero covering, who have
Amen.
rejected that covering. They're going to
Amen.
start suffering, right?
Amen.
But Christians should not worry about that. But there was something I was going to tell you, Pastor Paul, and I totally forgot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It
Bring
was
it
in
back.
the it was in the process of this. The beast king. We were talking about the beast.
Okay.
I know of a tactic. And I know it's. Forgive me, I'm a controversial person.
No, that's okay. It's
But
okay.
Pastor, have you noticed that when anything is overcome or come against our faith in whatever nation we're in, we were made angry months before that happened? Have you ever noticed that? I want you to look into things and put that together. Before things have happened to any believer out there, there's a period where something angered that same believer.
So
And then something happens.
So in other words, we're getting set up by making us angry.
Yeah.
Then they hit us with whatever it is they're
Yes.
going to hit us with.
Please remember that.
I will. I'm writing it
Please
down.
remember that. That's a tactic that continues to work. Boy, and I know people, they like that word righteous anger, right?
Yeah.
But that same Bible says there is none righteous, no, not one.
No, we don't have the ability to have righteousness.
Right? We can't. God's righteous anger
It's
is
just-
more loving than our most compassionate
When
moment.
we say I had righteous anger, no, let's just say what you had. You had anger.
Right.
Okay, you didn't have
But
righteous anger. You just had anger. And the Bible says anger, but sin not. So
The
you
anger
can
and
get
sin not,
angry,
yes.
just don't do nothing. Okay.
That's right.
But
Look into that. Look into
I'm
that.
going
See
to
that
look into that.
the body is made, or a person is made angry first,
and then the
and
enemy
then
can
something
hit you.
gets to him. Yeah.
We must weaken, and we must apparently let down our guard when we're angry, when we're not walking in the love of Christ or in the peace of Christ. So I'm going to look into that. I'm going to look into that, Mike. I really am. I'm going to look into a lot of things you said tonight, because you dropped a bunch of stuff that's like, whoa, I got to go look into that. Mike, thank you so much. I mean, this has really been a very eye-opening, very enlightening, I think, of a lot of wisdom and warning, and for us to study these things. I'm going to look into the making the populace angry, that's for sure. And I want to thank you for coming on and being on the show again tonight. Thank you so much for that.
Pastor Paul, is always an honor.
The
Always an honor.
The honor is mine, and I mean that. I really do.
All right.
God bless
God
you.
bless you, Pastor Paul. God bless you.
God bless. Bye-bye. Man, he put some serious stuff out there tonight. This was like a classic tonight. It's too bad that the algorithms are blocking people from coming. You ever notice the algorithms, how they start limiting, they put governors on there, they start blocking, they quit letting people come. They let only so many, and then they just start blocking it. That's part of the beast kingdom that I'm dealing with and have been for 16 years. And it's been a fight, and it's a fight, and it's a fight, but I'm going to fight it anyway. Because somebody's soul is hanging in the balance. And here tonight, there's people that aren't ready. And that's what Melvin Whittington's song says. Are you ready? And if you want to be saved tonight, just type, I want to be saved. Seriously, think this over. Are you right with God? Are you right with God? Just type, I want to be saved. I will pray with you at the end of the altar call. Please give your life to Jesus Christ. He is coming soon. No doubt about it.
Can you feel the earth beneath you tremble with fear? Can you hear the Spirit calling? Judgment is near. Can you see the signs appearing in the heavens above? It's time to get down on our knees and go back to our first love.
There you go.
Can you feel the sting of birth pains? The child's almost here. Hear the mountains, can you hear them rumble? Hearts failing with fear. Can you see the water rising and the fires burning bright? Time to get your house in order. Make sure your heart is right. Oh, get ready. It won't be long now. Get ready. He's coming in the clouds. In the twinkling of an eye, He's gonna split the eastern sky and we'll be gone.
Think about it. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready. It can't be very long. Get ready. Soon we'll sing that song that the angels cannot sing, because it's only the redeemed. He'll wipe our tears away. We'll be with the Lord to stay. Get ready.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord, for your mercy and your grace. Just type, I want to be saved tonight. I want to be saved. Let me pray with you tonight. Let's get right with God tonight. Tonight's the night to get saved.
Can you feel the earth beneath you tremble with fear? Can you hear the Spirit calling, saying judgment is near? Can you see the signs appearing in the heavens above? Time to get down on our knees. Got to go back to our first love. Get ready. Soon we'll hear the trumpet blast. Get ready. The King is coming back at last. Graves will open wide, and the saints of old will rise, and we'll be gone.
We'll be gone. We'll be gone. We'll be gone.
Get ready. The table is spread. Get ready. Almost time to break bread, to celebrate the marriage of the bridegroom to the bride. All our loved ones gather round us, with Jesus to ever abide. Get ready. Oh, get ready. Oh, get ready. Can you feel?
Can you feel it tonight? Can you feel the Lord?
Can you hear?
And you hear the Holy Ghost calling you right now, the Spirit of God.
Can you see?
And you see the signs all around you.
Get ready.
We got people wanting to be saved tonight, and I know there's others that are wanting to get right with God. I want you to type, I want to be saved. We're going to pray with everyone that wants to be saved.
He was saying grace over a Tuesday blue plate special when the man in the next booth said, don't you watch TV? Don't you know that God's a myth? I hate to see you waste your breath. There ain't no use in you talking to a ghost that don't exist. The praying man said amen and looked up from his plate and said, you may not talk to God right now, but there's gonna come a day. If you're a farmer in the field, praying for the rain, or you curse him at the gravesite, 'cause he called a loved one's name. You can thank him, you can blame him, either way you're gonna face him, whether you believe in him or not. 'Cause in the end, everybody talks to God. The man in the booth went quiet, 'cause he didn't have a comeback. So he shrugged it off and he paid his tab. He shuffled out the door.
God bless you for wanting to be saved
And the praying
tonight.
man, he prayed for the man who drove away, hoping he
God
would
bless
see
you, Greg.
the light before it's got too late.
They're coming to Jesus tonight,
How
folks.
was he to know?
It's up to you
Touched
tonight.
an unbeliever's soul who got that conversation 2 red lights down the road. If you're a farmer in the field, praying for the rain,
Don't wait too late. Don't
or
wait.
you curse him at the gravesite, 'cause he called a loved one's name. You can thank him, you can blame him, either way you're gonna face him,
Oh, Jesus.
whether you believe in him or not. In the end,
Okay.
everybody talks to God.
Everybody's going to talk to God. You might as well do it now.
Everybody talks to God. You can thank him, you can blame him, either way you're gonna face him, whether you believe in him or not. 'Cause in the end, everybody talks to God. Everybody talks to God. We all talk to God.
What a powerful song. Whether you want to talk to God or not, you will talk to him. The Bible says every knee is going to bow and every tongue is going to confess that he is the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. We are getting several people wanting to be saved tonight. And there's others that are still coming to Jesus. I'm going to pray. And I know that there's a delay. Some folks are listening and they could be 4 or 5 minutes behind. So I'm letting them come to Jesus. There's another one saying, I want to rededicate. Let me see. Give me one moment. Yeah, I want to rededicate. God bless you. People are coming to Christ. There's another one. I want to be saved. I want to be saved. God bless you. God bless you. Kevin Copley. I'm going to play another song then. Kevin Copley sings, I Almost Let Go. There are some of you that the devil would like to destroy you right now and destroy your soul, destroy your life, and to kill you. End your life, end your soul. Don't let go. Don't let go of this message. Don't let go of the Holy Spirit that's calling you right now. Type, I want to be saved. This is Kevin Copley, the new pastor of Community Gospel Baptist Church. Come on. Come to Jesus tonight.
I almost let go. I felt like I just couldn't take life anymore. My problems had me bound, depression weighed me down, but God held me close, so I wouldn't let go. God's mercy kept me, so I wouldn't let go. I almost gave up. I was right on the edge of a breakthrough, but couldn't see it. The devil really had me, but Jesus came and he grabbed me and he held me close, so I wouldn't let go. God's mercy kept me, so I wouldn't let go.
Thank you, Jesus.
So I'm here today because he
Kept me. Yes, Lord. Thank you. I'm alive today because of his grace.
Oh, he held me close.
God bless you. People are wanting to
So I
rededicate.
wouldn't let go.
Don't let go. Don't let go.
God's mercy kept me, so I wouldn't let go. I almost let go.
Is that you tonight? Don't let go.
I felt like I just couldn't take life anymore.
Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
My problem had me bound, depression weighed me down, but God held me close, so I wouldn't let go. God's mercy kept me, so I wouldn't let go. So I'm here today
Because he kept me. I'm alive today
only because of his grace. Oh, he kept me close, so I wouldn't let go. Oh, God kept me, so I wouldn't let go.
We've got several people wanting to be born again, get saved. We got people wanting to rededicate to the Lord. I want to pray with you right now in the name of Jesus. Just pray this from your heart. Father, in the name of Jesus. Maybe you're watching this on the archives. We got people live getting saved, but there may be some of you who are watching this and in the delay tomorrow, the day after. The Holy Spirit's speaking to you. I want you to pray with me. Father, in the name of Jesus, I want to be saved. I don't want to let go. I don't want to give up. I want to get right with God. Please forgive me, Lord, of my sins. I repent of my sins tonight. I ask you, Lord, to set me free, to break the chains off me. The devil's trying his best to destroy me. He's trying his best to absolutely ruin me, but I am calling on the name of the Lord. I'm repenting of the sins in my life. I'm repenting of it, Lord, and I'm asking you to forgive me, to save me, to cleanse me, to wash me in your precious blood, to make a new creature out of me. Father, I'm asking for the opportunity to be free, to be set free, to be made free, because I believe, Lord, I believe you can clean the slate. I believe, Lord, in the power of the blood of Jesus Christ. I believe, Lord, that Yeshua, that Jesus of Nazareth is the King of kings and the Lord of lords and the Son of the living God. I believe he died on the cross for the sins of the world. I believe that he rose from the dead. I believe that he ascended into heaven. And I believe that he's coming back again soon and very soon, and I want to be ready. So right here, right now, by faith in God's grace, in the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Ghost, in Jesus' name, I am saved, I'm saved, I am saved, I'm rededicated, and I'm healed, and I'm delivered, and I'm set free. I'm born again. I'm saved in Jesus. Saved in Jesus. Saved in Jesus' precious name. Kevin Wilson, I'm born again. Welcome to the family. Are you serious? Woo, glory.
Brand new life, a brand new start. I'm clean now. The chains of sin have been taken away. I'm just like a newborn child. I'm born again, freed from sin. Something happened, I don't feel the same. There's no sin that will take me now. In my new life I have found I'm born again. I never thought that I'd be forgiven for all that I've done. I'm starting over a brand new slate, just like when I was born. I'm born again, free from sin. Something happened, I don't feel the same. There's no sin that will take me now. In my new life I have found I'm born again.
Somebody shout. Get some shades on. Boy, are you serious?
I'm born again.
Glory. Guys, you can get a pair of these. They're available at my website. Do it now.
There's
Get
no
them.
sin that will take me now. In my new life I have found I'm born again.
How many are born again out there? Are you born again?
Yeah, I'm born again. I'm born again.
What? Come on. The chat room. This is the salvation station. This is the one and only first ever online church. Are you serious?
where you may have been. If you've heard the whole program or you're just tuning in, it's not complicated. Jesus is the way. Just type in the chat room that you want to be saved. It's the salvation station beyond imagination. It's the gospel invitation to save you from your sin. It's the salvation station, your soul vindication, a brand new creation if you just let Jesus in.
Think about that. Welcome to the family. It's time to get baptized. Let Jesus completely take over your life, change it, turn it around. I'll baptize you. Come to summer fire.
Welcome to the family. We're all related by the blood. Just brothers and sisters rescued from the flood. So tell every creature just what the Lord has done, so they can fly with us when the harvest has come. It's the salvation station beyond imagination. It's the gospel invitation to save you from your sin. It's the salvation station, your soul vindication, a brand new creation if you just let Jesus in.
Oh, yeah. Somebody shout about right now. We're making the devil mad tonight. Wow!
It's the salvation station beyond imagination. It's the gospel invitation to save you from your sin. It's the salvation station, your soul's vindication, a brand new creation if you just let Jesus in.
Are you serious? Wow! I'm telling you right now, we got the devil so nervous right now, he don't know what we're going to do next. And I don't blame him. He ought to be nervous. Praise God. You can get these sunglasses. I've got them available. They're at my website. Just go to the store. Order 2 pairs. Order 3 pairs. Get your glasses now. They're available right here.
On the shoreline where the palm trees sway, heard a whisper on the ocean spray. Drop your nets, leave it all behind.
This is Israel Hall's song.
I will teach you how to seek and find. From Galilee to the island sand, good news sailing over every land. From the harbor to the mountain bend, calling every heart, every soul is friend. We be fishers of men in the Caribbean lights, casting out hope in the dark of night. From Kingston town to the bright Cayman, spreading out love with the Savior's plan. On every wave, his story right again. We be fishers, we're fishers of men.
Give somebody a high five.
Rocking on the turn. comes rolling in high and wide. Every village, every rugged shore, here is knocking at the humble door. From the market where the people meet, to the dancing of the reggae beats.
Reggae.
Come and follow, let the journey start. Let his mercy drop into your heart. We be fishers of men in the Caribbean light, casting out hope in the dark of night. From Kingston town to the bright Cayman, spreading out love with the Savior's plan. On every wave, his story right again. We be fishers, fishers of men. From the hurricanes and the stormy seas, still his peace come riding on the breeze. Every cast we make in faith, not sight, shining out his love like island light. We be fishers of men in the Caribbean light, casting out hope in the dark of night. From Kingston town to the bright Cayman, spreading out love with the Savior's plan. On every wave, his story right again.
Wow.
Cause we be fishers, we're fishers of men.
Wow. Israel Hall wrote that song. What a powerful song. Guys, let me just say something right now that tonight, we're so glad for these folks that got saved. We're so thankful for every one of you. I'm so happy for you. You feel the burden of sin rolled away. And you know, tonight, I just wanted to do some praise and worship and some music and some blessings. And Mike was amazing tonight. This night was filled with incredible information. You need to go back and listen to it again. It's one of these kind of programs where you need to go back and listen to it again and write it down and get a grasp of all the information. And for those of you who got saved tonight, I am so happy for you. I mean, I can't even tell you how happy I am. That is oh, by the way, these are the pink ones. You can get those go ahead, ladies. You can get these. Now, guys, you can wear them too. You just saw I was wearing them. But I would, some of you guys, I get the black ones, okay? Are you serious? All right. Are you serious? Get your pair tonight. They're available at my website if you can order them right now. I have them here, so we'll be shipping them next week. So if my daughter-in-law will come over and she'll help me ship all these out. Plus the blankets will be going out to the people that are sick, and the prayer cloths and the Bibles that people need them. I mean, you know, all the things that we do, all of it is just so important. And so when you get a couple pair of these sunglasses, you're helping us be able to ship a blanket or a prayer cloth to someone. And of course, when you give your donations, you're helping us really to get the job done. And we truly appreciate it. And also, don't forget, Summer Fire is coming. I got one more song to play for you. Summer Fire is coming. And yeah, it's going to be amazing. It's August the 28th through August the 30th. What a weekend this will be. If you come to the cornfields of Indiana, if you can figure out a way to make it, I know you might say, I don't know if I can afford to do it. I'm saying you can't afford not to. That's how powerful it's going to be. It's going to change your life. If your car broke down and they told you owed $800 to fix it, you would do whatever you got to do to get the $800. I'm telling you, it's not going to cost you that, but I'm telling you to come to the cornfields of Indiana. You can drive in, go through the cornfields. You can fly in. There's no easy way, but boy, it's worth it if you do. And let me say, we are trying to raise funds to fix up my daddy's church, this old church. That's where we're going to have the summer fire. And I want to thank Wendy. She's really helped us, as she's already given donations to help refurbish the bench. She's also sent funds in for brand new chairs. It's going to replace the pews. But boy, we need somebody to give for the brand new carpeting, because I can't even order these chairs till I know I got the carpet covered. No pun intended. But the carpeting, and maybe there is somebody out there who can just say, I can do it. I don't know. It's $12,800. That's the approximate, just say $13,000 to take care of the carpeting in this church. And boy, it'd be huge. Or maybe you want to do something else. Maybe you say, well, Pastor, I can't do. We figure around $8,000 for a brand new sign. You saw Heidi showing she wants to make it to where it's an LED sign. It's really attractive and it gets people's attention. That's what Heidi wants done. But I'm just saying, you may not be able to do those kind of numbers out there, but somebody can. I know. I don't know who you are, but there's people who can. But you may be saying, but Pastor, I'll tell you what, I can give $100 tonight. Or Pastor, I can give $250 tonight. Or somebody would say, I can give $50 tonight or $25 tonight. Or I can get a pair of these sunglasses. They're $15 plus shipping. So, the shipping's, I think, $10. So it's going to cost you that. So if you get two pairs, the shipping is still $10. And I can put two of these in one little box and ship them to you. So, you do what the Lord tells you to do. Just go to the paulbegleyprophecy.com, go to the store and order and be blessed and wear these. And it's a conversation piece. If you're wearing glasses and it says, are you serious? Somebody's going to say, well, okay, now, well, what's that about? And then that gives you the opportunity. And, oh, by the way, they are really nice glasses. So, it gives you an opportunity to have a conversation. And you're helping. What you're doing by doing that, you're helping spread the gospel of Jesus Christ. I'm going to play one more time. I told you I would play this song. I wrote this song about 3 nights ago. And I was just thinking all day about my mother, who's got Parkinson's disease, who's 83 years old, but who is really, ill. She lives with my sister in Fort Myers, Florida. And I've been down there a couple times now since Daddy died to see my mom. And I was sitting around the other night and I was thinking about my mom. I talked to her on the phone and looked at her. She was on her walker but she was smiling, And I got thinking about what a life she lived and what so much love she poured out to not only to me, but to all my siblings and really to everybody that ever knew her. The woman would go beyond the extra mile. And she had 2 hand-me-down dresses. She had 2. Remember this as a child. And every Sunday she'd wear one. The next Sunday she'd wear the other one. The next Sunday she'd go back to that one. And then she'd go to that one. She didn't have any new dresses. She'd give everything she had to help feed and clothe us kids, to make sure we had something decent to wear to school and shoes on our feet and food on the table. She went without. I watched my mom cook supper, and she'd fill everybody's plate, Dad and all his 5 kids, and there wouldn't hardly be nothing left. And she'd scrape a little gravy into her plate. And maybe she didn't even get a piece of chicken. Maybe she didn't get any of the bacon. She put some of the... Did you ever hear of kilt? Or what we call wilted lettuce? Maybe a little fried zucchini. She'd just get a little bit. She'd eat it. She wouldn't say nothing. She never said nothing. She made sure. She knew how hungry we were, especially us teenagers. Yeah. So I thought about her, how she loved on everybody, how she taught Sunday school, vacation Bible school, put up with all these kids, making macaroni. And did you ever have I know you know about macaroni and cheese, but do you know about macaroni and tomato sauce? She would make that. She could stretch that quite a ways. So I wrote this song about hand-me-downs. Not only did she wear people's hand-me-downs, but she hand down the truth of life to me and to everyone she met. So Mom's doing good, okay? Just thinking about her. Just thinking about her. She loves this church. So help me remodel it. Help me do it, okay? Help me do it.
My mama only owned 2 dresses in her life. She knew how to take care of children. She knew how to be a wife. She took us kids to church on Sunday. In the pew we could be found. Even if all Mama had to wear was her hand-me-downs. Hand-me-downs. A lot of lessons I have learned. Hand-me-downs. How I wish those years I could return. Even though I've been to hell and back, heaven's gift I have found. And all the wisdom that my mama gave to me was her hand-me-downs. My daddy died on a very cold April day. There wasn't much that I could do. There wasn't much I could say. My mama took my hand and said, heaven's gates he has found. So learn everything he taught you and hand it down. Hand-me-downs. A lot of lessons I have learned. Hand-me-downs. How I wish those years I could return. Even though I've been to hell and back, heaven's gift I have found. And all the wisdom that my mama gave to me was her hand-me-downs. My life will never be the same or ever turn around unless I learn the lesson that my mama handed me down. Hand-me-downs. Hand-me-downs. A lot of lessons I have learned. Hand-me-downs. How I wish those years I could return. Even though I've been to hell and back, heaven's gift I have found. And all the wisdom that my mama gave to me was her hand-me-down.
That's a great song. I mean, I'm going to say it is. I wrote it 3 days ago. And then it was 11 o'clock at night after sitting there, it came to me, and I just started writing. And God told me, he said, think about it. She wore hand-me-downs, but what did she hand down? And I began to write it. And I sent it to Israel Hall at 11 o'clock at night. I said, Izzy, I just wrote a song. I don't have a tune for it. I just got the lyrics. Can you take it? Did you get me a tune for this? And I went to bed. It was 11 o'clock at night. I went to bed. I woke up the next morning, and on my phone, there was a file. It said audio file from Israel Hall. And I clicked it. And that was the song. He put that together with music and the arrangements and and come up with the tune and the arrangements and the music and everything to go with it to make it come to pass. And that's an incredible gift he has. Now, I wrote the lyrics, but he put the music together, and God did the rest. God wrote the song, actually. I couldn't have wrote it. I'm not a songwriter. But I sent this out to a few people to tell them, so what do you guys think? And Kevin Wilson immediately said, please, I'm going to do a new album. Please let me record that song. And so I look forward to hearing Kevin Wilson sing that song. I really do. He's going to record it on his next album. But I just want to thank all of you for being here tonight. It was a wonderful broadcast. You guys were a great audience and a great group of online church believers. And here it is. It's after midnight, and there's still 3,000 people here. And I just wonder, if I stayed up all night, how many people would stay up with me? That's crazy. But I guess they'd probably just keep coming, and some would leave and some would come. But I can't do that. I've put in my 3 hours tonight. I love you guys. Mike was amazing. All of you are amazing. And I'm so glad for the people who got saved tonight. And if any of you need a Bible, I'll send it to you for free. Let me just put this up on the screen. If anybody's sick, or you have a family member that's very ill, and I mean, maybe needing a miracle, this is who we send the blankets to the people who are very, very ill. Cancer patients, heart conditions, brain tumors, car accidents, comas, little children with tumors. And we send it all out for free. We're not just a YouTube channel. I've been persecuted. I've been hated on by so many people online, and they don't have a clue what we do. But Jesus said that's what's going to happen. And these little kids, and oh, by the way, the money you send in for offerings, you're helping me. We just drove a well in India. I just bought land in India. We're building a guest home for missionaries. When they come, they can stay there for free. And it needed a well. And you don't know where to drive it to. When you try to drive a well in India, you don't even know where to go. And so I just said, look, put it right where you need it to be and drive it. And they did, and they hit water. I mean, they hit a gusher of water. It shot out. It was like they hit oil. And now people, instead of having to walk 2 miles to get water and have to carry it on their heads, they now got water right there in the village, and everybody is welcome to it. We're not going to charge anybody for the water. Anybody and everybody in the area that wants to come, and they got their little buckets, they can fill it up and take it home. And we're building this house. And so Heidi and I were so blessed. It's so hard to buy property in India. I mean, you got to jump through a million hoops, but God gave us favor, and we bought this property, and we're building this guest house for missionaries that can stay for free. And also, it's Rachel's heart. We're going to be giving supplies to mothers and children out of that house. So I'm going to have to come up with a way to fund that. I do stuff without knowing how I'm going to do it. And that's called, I guess, faith. Or you can call me crazy. But let me be crazy for Jesus. Also, I got 330 pastors that I'm taking care of and helping them all throughout India. And also, I got 63 kids, orphans in Pakistan. And I pay the rent on their building every month. And I bought them all beds. I bought them all mattresses and bought them all blankets. When I say I don't, and I'm not talking about me. I am just responsible. You're the people who gave. You're the ones that did it. You did it. So if you want to give tonight, just come to paulbegleyprophecy.com. paulbegleyprophecy.com and just give. Whatever the Lord tells you to give, just give. You can join my Patreon channel. That's another way to give if you would like that. There, I put stuff on there that I can't really put on YouTube. If you get breaking news, I'll go there first. If you need a Bible, or you need a prayer cloth, or you need something, you can send an email to MissZD01@hotmail.com. Right there, MissZD01@hotmail.com. And we will get a blanket, and all the blankets we send out, and all the Bibles and the prayer cloths, we anoint them with oil. We pray over them. We send them by faith. People get healed. All of that's done for free. So the offerings, people buying sunglasses, this is what helps us send these other things out for free. This is what helps us take care of these 63 kids in Pakistan. This is what helps us with the mission work in India. This is what helps us send blankets to people all over America that need a miracle. This is how we do it. So thank you, guys. Thank all the mods for doing such a great job tonight. Thank everybody. I just love everybody. What can I say? I love everybody. Good night, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to get up early. Something's going to be crazy going on in the world. I'll have to let you know about it. Pray for our troops. That's for sure. God bless.